Hello and welcome to the USA Football Jamboree live from AT&T Stadium. We have the U15 US vs. Canada game here on field number 1. Over on field number 2, we have the U16 US vs. Canada game. Alongside Matt Ferrara and Derek Raymond, I'm Tom Monfiletto, and this Jamboree is presented by Upper Deck. So we will be bringing you the U15 teams here on field 1, and then we'll have the U17 after these two mini games will take place. And then after that, we will have the U18 defense here on field 1. Over on field 2, you'll have the U16 competition, the U17 competition, and then the U18 Team USA offense. So that's what you're going to get on field 2. Here on field 1, as I said, we have the U15 team coming up. Just had our beautiful opening ceremony with both national anthems being played, and now the captains are gathering at midfield. Today, the U15 captains are Alan Darge, Ryan Wheaton, Bryson Richardson, David Shannon, and the flag bearer was Daniel Talbert. Set to take on Team Ontario. This is just U15 Canada. We're going to call them U15 Canada. Over on field number 2, you have U16. So, starting lineup for today's game in the Jamboree will be at quarterback Marcus Aponte, running back Zach Smith, Jaron Stevenson, wide receiver David Shannon, and two other receivers, Jalen Maiden and Bryson Richardson. At left tackle, Chilton Tolliver, left guard Zion Hughes, center at William West, right guard Sebastian Delasotis, Jack Keenan at right tackle, and Daniel Talbert at tight end. On the defensive side of the ball, we have Avery Zoss at end, Jabari Bennett at tackle, Cameron Flowers at tackle, Ryan Wheaton at the other end. At middle linebacker, John Bailey Goulat. At outside linebacker, Jack Collins and Damiano Parra. At the safety positions, we have Tyler Hodges and Alan Darge. And then at the corners, we have Tayron Palmer and Noah Lopez. So should have a good one for you here today. Derek, excited for some Jamboree February football here?
You know, after seeing this morning's ceremonies and how excited these players were to go on to the next level, it's just as exciting to see these under 15 players right now work hard to get at the level of caliber that we saw this morning. So I'm very excited to see these youngsters play because I'm a lot older than them now, unfortunately, and they are a hell of a lot better than I was at football at this age.
So Canada comes in a twin set with double I backfield. And the give, it's a decent run there. He's going to gain about 5 yards on the play. And that is Kean Williams, the tailback for Canada. And Ethan Martin will be taking snaps under center for Team Canada. So it is a 25-minute running clock here in the mini games, so it'll be about 2nd and 4 here for Team Canada. The U.S. defense comes out in a 4-3, and they'll roll down to safety here to play against that slot receiver. Some different, and they're going to have it throw a flag here. There's some different rules, different formations in Canadian football. Obviously, they allow 12 men on the field. It's a wider field. I believe it's 55 yards wide, maybe a little bit wider, 110 yards from end zone to end zone. And they are allowed to motion towards the line of scrimmage. So you will see, I don't think you're going to see that today, but as you see, the slot receivers are a little bit further back from the line of scrimmage than you would normally see here. So 3 linebackers in the game for Team USA. And coaches are allowed to be on the field for the Jamboree. It's really their first live action this week. They've been practicing all week leading up to the big games on Friday and Saturday,
which we will be covering later this week.
And we will be covering all 3 games on Friday, all 3 games on Saturday. Right guard pulls, a little power play brought down by number 58. John Bailey Goulat in on the tackle. And Rashid Tucker was on the carry there for U15 Canada. So it's going to be 3rd and about 8 now. Had a loss of yardage on the penalty. Team Canada getting their signals from the sideline. Back to pass. Got a receiver wide open and an excellent catch. For a gain of 24 yards, John Davis corrals it for Canada. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line. So an outstanding pass there.
Real nice pass, and let's see if we can take another look here on replay. But, yeah, here we go.
Getting the play from the sideline. I think it was just a 3-step drop, and then that was a little bit longer than that.
Very nice touch on that.
Good burst of speed and a great catch. Outstanding hands.
And you made an interesting point, Tom, about how in Canadian football they allow 12 men on the field. Is it the case, as the ball pops out here, but they'll whistle it dead, is it the case that do you think that the Canadian team is at a bit of a disadvantage right now, only playing with 11?
It could be, because it's always a little bit different than what they're used to. But they're all athletes and they know how to play football. And when you boil it down, it's just it's physicality and it's being disciplined. And Jabari Bennett on the play for Team USA made a great play in the backfield there. That'll bring Canada back about 5 yards, make it 2nd and 15. As we have just over 20 minutes to go here in today's mini game. It is a 4-down live scrimmage, as you can see. 11 men on the field. They will not be able to sack the quarterback, so they'll just touch up the quarterback if they're able to get to him. Martin back to pass once again. A bubble screen and brought down by I believe that was number 12 for Team USA. And it was Kean Williams on the reception for Canada. It'll bring it back up. It'll be about 3rd and 13 now. U.S. making some substitutions here. Canada staying with the same formation. 2 backs in the eye, slot receiver to the right. 2 wideouts to either side.
I'm already impressed with how agile and dynamic and strong I've seen these Canadian receivers right now. Even though they've only been able to get off one decent pass, when they get that pass, their first move is up the field.
And Captain Alan Darge making the play there for Team USA. Team Canada chose to go with a run there. Got a decent push from the offensive line, but still only about a gain of 3. As Darge was able to come up and make a great play from the safety position. So it's 4th and 11 now. Same formation for Team Canada. The U.S. backs off a little bit. Martin back to pass. Slant route. Caught. And he'll be tackled short of the 1st down. So it'll be a gain of about 7. On a nice throw and catch from Martin to Honorelli Loki. So it'll be a turnover on downs. U.S. will take over.
Obviously, they're not going to be punting it here today with the abbreviated field.
So we will get a chance to see the U.S. offense here. And that'll be a gain of about 4 on 1st down there for Team USA. So U.S. will come out. One back in the backfield. Pass is complete on the right side, but a fumble. And they're going to call this a reception with a recovered fumble. So that'll be a gain of maybe 1. And it'll be 3rd and 8. So Team USA will come out 3rd and long here. First 3rd and long on the day. Marcus Aponte under center for Team USA, coming out with an I formation. And there's a fumble on the play, and Team Canada will recover. So turnover on downs. There will be no advancing of turnovers.
And let's see, Tom, if we can pull this up again here, take a look what happened.
Well, looks like
just a bad transfer.
Simple off tackle and a bad transfer. Sometimes that's the difficult part about not being used to playing with your quarterback. So Team Canada 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Off tackle to the right, an excellent stiff arm. And there we have a gain of about 15 off the left side. That's Kean Williams once again, seeing some great playmaking ability out of Kean Williams so far.
That's a real nice job of bouncing out and getting to the edge here, gaining some positive yards.
And a beautiful stiff arm on the sideline to extend the play. I feel like Marshawn Lynch really brought the stiff arm back this year. Almost like raising the roof was popular back when stiff arms were popular.
Tom, I don't know what you're talking about. I still raise the roof.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that in about 10 years.
The roof is on fire.
1st and 10 for Canada. Ethan Martin still under center. And the give to the fullback. He's got some room to run out to the outside. Kyle Baker with his first carry on the day. Tayon Palmer helping out on the tackle there. So it'll be 2nd and 4 for Team Canada. It's under 15 minutes to go here. And our first mini game of the night, first of 6 mini games, live from AT&T Stadium. So Martin will now be in the pistol formation, trips to the right. Team USA extending to the receivers, and fumble able to be recovered, but coming up and making a huge stick as Team USA from the linebacker position. That is number 32, Ernest Woods from Morgantown Middle School in Natchez, Mississippi. What a hit.
Yeah, you know, during the transfer here is another bobble again, and it just looks like the quarterback and the running back and one of the guards was just playing hot potato here, trying to figure out who's got the ball.
And then Woods comes up with it, just smokes the tailback. And I just want to clarify, in at quarterback is Christian Smodis for Team Canada. That's not Ethan Martin, so they're going to switch by series here. It'll be 3rd and about 8 now. Have a miscue on the snap and exchange there. Back in the pistol formation is Team Canada. Smodis will pass. No, it's going to be a quarterback draw off to the left side. And they're going to call this. Okay, so the rules are if a quarterback takes off on an option or tucks and runs, he's live. But in this case, they felt that it was a sort of a coverage sack, if you will, Derek. So they blew it dead. They're going to give them a loss of about 3 yards. It'll be 4th and 12. And they will blow it dead there before they get one of their quarterbacks hurt as Ethan Martin comes back into the game for Team Canada.
And it must be pretty difficult for these young athletes to hold up, because most of these young guys have been playing football for years at this point and have been taught to play to the whistle and go hard and get your man and all of the right things. And now it's just a little bit different. So it looks like we're going to see a field goal attempt here from quite a ways out long.
And it looked like Ethan Martin was expecting a left-footed kick. Eric Strands will attempt a field goal here from, I believe that was about 36 yards out, or about 36 yards out.
And it ended up just being a couple yards short. But I like that they, the special teams, the defensive special teams just gives them a chance to do it. Because, one, that's a long field goal at this age. And, two, there's no sense in trying to get anyone hurt on a field goal.
Yeah, that is part of the rules of the Jamboree, where you're not allowed to contest a field goal opportunity. And that one was short, but why not?
If it was me out there, you'd see a lot of field goal attempts.
In a climate-controlled atmosphere,
Sure.
let the big dog eat, if you will. All right, so checking into the game at quarterback for the U.S., Brandon Beza. He'll have 3 receivers to his right. That'll be an outside zone and a good seam up the middle, so that'll be a gain of about 5 on first down.
We're seeing nice fundamental work right now out of the – I'm most impressed right now out of the linesmen. You know, the offensive line is doing a good job of picking up blocks, and guards are pulling, and they're doing the right things, the fundamental things that you should be doing correctly at this point.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line there on first down. They also had a good series last series before the fumble. So Bays, a handoff once again. Off to the right. That's a first down and more at the 15, tackled at the 12-yard line.
What a nice run.
Jaron Stevenson with a gain of about 20.
And here we go. We'll take another look right here at this run. Just able to bounce.
With a great push, or a great bounce to the outside, a great burst to the outside, I should say, and a great seal on the edge there by Team USA. Good cut up. Wow. That was a nice play. Nice run.
Can't wait to see more of him.
Nice tough little back. Shouldn't say little. Baez back to pass. And they're going to let Baez throw for the first time today, but there is a penalty on the field. So it'll be a false start charged to Team USA. It's under 10 minutes to go here in our first minigame. As more of Team Canada begins to file in here to AT&T Stadium. What a place this is.
At 15 years old, to be able to play and then later say you've played in
a Cowboy
Stadium.
That's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Baez back to pass. And they're going to let him go here. And they will whistle him dead.
He's upset about that one.
Pressure first being applied by number 52, Nathan Brooks, for Team Canada.
You could tell he was ready to light the fire and go up, but they whistled it dead, and rightfully so. You have to err on the side of caution here.
Yeah, and that will be a loss of about 7. So it will travel all the way back to the 18-yard line as they're trying to get the first score of the game. Baez will have 3 receivers to his left. This has been the formation that they have gone to with Baez under center. He'll go back to pass, look to his left, and this one is overthrown. Pass intended for number 88, Bryson Richardson, one of the team captains here for the Jamboree for Team USA.
Just missed his man a little bit high, but it's a good thing he did because he was well marked.
Bryce Richardson, 5'11", 150 pounds, out of Lawrenceville, Georgia.
I lived there for a number of years.
Did you really?
I did.
I didn't know.
I'm well traveled within these United States.
Should go chat up Bryson about your former hometown. Baez, the handoff, good hole up the middle, and lowering his shoulder and laying a boom is Jaron Stevenson once again. So another excellent run from Stevenson. Now it brings it to be 4th and 9 from the 10-yard line.
I'm going to attribute half of his yards tonight from those gloves, those bright orange fluorescent gloves. See if we can take a closer look here, but.
And the gloves here for the Jamboree and for this weekend's games, I believe, provided by Cutters. Uniforms and equipment provided by Rydell. Baez back to pass. He's going for the end zone. This is a beautiful pass in the back corner, just out of the reach of his receiver, Benjamin Lynch, the 5'10", 160-pounder out of El Roble, Claremont, California. So that'll be another turnover on downs. We got to like the willingness to go for it there by Baez, and a nice throw in the back corner of the end zone. Got to throw it in a position where only your receiver can make a play, and unfortunately here his receiver couldn't make the play that he needed to.
Yeah, just a little bit long, but you're right, Tom. You have to respect the willingness to try that play because that's a tough play for a quarterback, and it takes years of experience and trial and error to get the right touch on that ball and the right loft and release angle to fit it exactly where you need to be. So it's a good job by him to at least give it a shot, and I'm sure as the game goes on, he'll try again here.
And Martin back under center for Team Canada. And it'll be a dive to the left, and he is brought down by a swarm of Team USA tacklers on the bottom of that pile. We've got number 46, Israel Areza from Peoria, Arizona. 5'8", 160-pound linebacker out of Phoenix Christian High School.
And you know, Tom, in addition to playing inside of AT&T Stadium, they also get the announcer too. So you get to hear your name boomed throughout these.
That is a very, very cool feature. So a wing back here and a counter play, able to avoid the first tackle. I believe that's Kean Williams once again. Yeah, that's Josh Munoz on the tackle. My fault. Thought it was Kean Williams. So Munoz will gain about 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Team USA being pretty stingy up front. Sometimes you look down and it's hard to imagine that some of these players are only 15 years old. Carry right up the middle for about a gain of 1, if that. And a nice play defensively by Team USA. Led by Ryan Wheaton. Alan Darge also contributing on that tackle. Darge at the safety position has been accustomed to flying down hard on run plays and getting his beak in there. Martin back to pass, looks to his left, and this one is deflected at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that one was tipped by a USA linesman here. That's why it came out all weird and underthrown. So looks like we'll have a turnover on downs. And Team USA will take over on offense.
It's like Ryan Wheaton was able to get his hand in there and deflect that pass. So it'll be another turnover on downs here for Team Canada. No score yet in this mini game, but these teams will play once again. So after this mini game is over, we got about 3 minutes to go here in the first mini game. They're going to take a quick break, and they will come back and play each other once again, now knowing each other's tendencies, maybe making some halftime adjustments, if you will. Just some quick rules here for the Jamboree. J.D. Head in at quarterback for Team USA, number 2. There's no cut blocking, even at the line of scrimmage. Penalties are enforced unless it goes past the 35-yard line. All possessions begin at the 35-yard line. And Head rolling out to his right, back to pass. He's got a wide open receiver. And it looks like that Stevenson gets just enough for a first down. So Jaron Stevenson has been the lone offensive weapon here for Team USA, and they're going to say that he's just shy of the first down. But a really good play fake and a good rollout by Head, finding a wide open Stevenson.
You're right. As we take another look right here, in today's game, as offensively based as it is, although the Super Bowl may prove otherwise, it takes a lot of different types of looks to gain yardage here. And so, we had him scrambling for 10 yards and throwing across his, across his body a bit, but he was able to get it off and a gain of 9. So any way you can, and these guys are doing an excellent job right now of figuring out how to get positive yards.
Yeah, I agree. Really well executed play there by Head. And they give up the middle. And that'll be good enough for a first down. That's number 21 for Team USA.
And number 21 can't be more than, 5'3" or 4" right now. He's one of the smaller guys on the field, but in reality, that could play to his strength because he's hidden.
That's Aiden Rudolph. He's actually 6'7", 250.
Okay, my bad.
And they're going to blow this one dead as Head was able to avoid the pass rush, but as we said, there are no sacks in the Jamboree, so referees have to make a judgment call there, and they did, even though I probably would have given Head the benefit of the doubt, as he was able to escape that pressure. Caleb Pruitt will enter the game at quarterback from St. Pui, the 10th, in Conyers, Georgia. I believe that's actually pronounced St. Pius.
And this'll, if they get the snap off, this will be the last play, but referees will call this one. And that's the end of the first installment of the 25-minute segment.
All right, so that will do it here. For the first minigame, we'll have the second minigame coming up. So it looks like they're going to take too much of a break, unless there's a timeout on the field. I think there's actually a timeout on the field. So I think there's under a minute to play here in the first minigame.
So I think what's happening is that they call timeout on this minigame. They'll give them the last play. The minigame happening on the other side of the field has ended, so this should be the last play. Yeah, sure, go for it.
Pruitt back to pass, wide open in the end zone, touchdown USA.
Although there is a flag on the play, so we'll see the call here in a minute.
Pruitt to Benjamin Lynch for the touchdown. A remarkable throw by the USA quarterback.
And it's going to stand. I believe it was a hold on, I'm not exactly sure what number, so I don't want to speculate, but it was a defensive penalty. Obviously, USA elects to decline, and the touchdown stands.
So Caleb Pruitt puts Team USA on the board for the first time today.
In the last play, too.
And Benjamin Lynch, a great route. He was wide open, catching the ball at the star in the helmet in the top right corner of the end zone. And into kick for the USA is Vincent Antonello. So a well-utilized timeout there. And the extra point attempt, smooth as can be.
Tom, let's take one more look at this. The only scoring play of this mini game here. But real simple. Toss it up to him. He burned him on the side. Yep, perfect pass. There's the touch we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, really a remarkable throw there. Pruitt coming into the game for his first play and just ripping it out into the back of the end zone. We're going to take a short break here. We'll be back with game 2 of our mini game here, live from AT&T Stadium. It is the USA Football Jamboree presented by Upper Deck.
For me, I always had to do things the right way. I could never get away with doing things just so-so or almost all the way. I had to do everything perfectly. You see me, I'm not a big guy. I'm only about this tall. You know, I probably should have never made it to the NFL. Everyone always looks at me and says, "You played in the NFL?" I say, "Yeah, I know I'm small, but I have a big heart." And I've always heard that, but one thing I know that helps me is doing things the right way. Proper technique, proper study habits. I didn't always have the physical gifts, but the controllables, the things that I could control with film study, with technique, perfect form, perfect tackling, that's what gave me an edge, because I was willing to do everything completely and fully the right way when others maybe just started to slide by. That was my equalizer. That's what allowed me a chance and an opportunity to play the game.
If I could give a linebacker or a linebacker coach tips that I believe would be impactful to their development, the first thing would be your eyes. What your eyes see is what your body will do. Your body will follow where your eyes are. So you have to make sure that your eyes are in the proper places. You teach the focal points of where that player's eyes should be. All right, so when you see your work, you can get your work done. If you don't see your work, you can't get your work done. So you train the eyes. I want to see, is that guard pulling? Is that guard heavy on his hands? Is he light on his hands? What's the quarterback doing? What's the depth of the running back? What's the splits of the receivers? I need to see all these things and analyze. The linebacker is the most important position on the field. As a linebacker, I'm biased, but I'm telling you, that's the most important position. Why? Because we have to be the guy that understands what that quarterback is doing. We have to be the guy that has enough athletic ability to do what that defensive lineman does. Oh yeah, and what the secondary guys do. We have to be able to be strong enough to deal with offensive linemen, but yet fast enough to be able to run with running backs and receivers. So if I'm teaching a linebacker what he needs to do, you have to get your eyes right. And then secondly, you have to have an intensity about you to be able to do the work that nobody else on that field is going to do, which is be able to make that contact, be able to make tackles, to be able to cover in the passing game. You have to be a well-rounded machine out there on that field.
NFL Flag, powered by USA Football, is an exciting way to get into the game. NFL Flag is fun and fast-paced, emphasizing football, fitness, fundamentals, teamwork, and sportsmanship. Leagues are easy to start and open to both boys and girls ages 5 to 17. All NFL Flag players receive a USA Football membership as well as an official NFL team jersey, flag set, and insurance, an incredible value. Coaches receive a USA Football membership and insurance as well. So sign up now to become a better player and have fun with NFL Flag.
Welcome back to the USA Football Jamboree here live from AT&T Stadium. We have the U15 U.S. versus Canada game here on field number 1, and the U.S. just scored at the very last play of the first mini game that we held here. It was a 20-yard connection from Caleb Pruitt to Benjamin Lynch. Benjamin Lynch, a 5'10", 160-pound receiver from El Roble High School in Claremont, California. Pruitt coming into the game for his first time. His first throw was into the back of the end zone for a touchdown. So USA finally finding a rhythm there in the last drive. We saw some great play out of Jaron Stevenson, the 5'5", 145-pound running back from Tolt Middle School in Carnation, Washington, all the way from the state of Washington. So Stevenson had himself a great first half. Look to see some more of that as they get ready to go here in minigame number 2. And one of the ways that you get on these teams here, the national teams, is by first joining a regional development camp and signing up for it. You can go to www.usafootball.com/trials-registration, and you can sign up for some of the development camps. Here is the list. Find your city, find a date that works for you, show up to it, and you can get yourself on one of these development teams. And from these development teams, they pick or from these development camps, they pick the development teams, which then leads to the selection of the national teams. And here are just some more dates for you as we round out April here and head into May. The end of May will end in Seattle, Washington, Denver, Colorado. So be sure to check out the website, usafootball.com/trials-registration. We're about to get started here, and we will start the clock, but we have flags all over the place. So I believe the clock will start even though the first play did not occur. So we'll get that rolling from 25 minutes. And they're going to call offsides on Team USA, so it'll be 1st and 5. Make things a little bit easier.
Yeah, and each penalty carries a little bit more weight just because of, again, they're playing on an abbreviated field starting at the 35. So, now it's not only an easier task to get to the first down, but they're just that much closer to the end zone.
Christian Smodis in at quarterback for Team Canada. Corners backing off for Team USA. Sweep to the outside and an excellent defensive play. Ball on the ground. And let's see who comes up with it. I believe that play was made immediately by John Bailey Goulat. Just an outstanding play on the outside. We can take a look at that again.
Yeah, sure, let's pull this up on replay. But I like the play design. I'm a fan of pitches and sweeps, and so I got excited when I saw it because I believe it was the first one.
Wow. An excellent play on the outside here.
Yep.
Causing a fumble as well. So John Bailey Goulat, I believe that's his second tackle on the day. 6 foot, 205 pounds at 15 years old. Goes to Good Hope Middle School in West Monroe, Louisiana. And there will be another penalty on Team Canada. So let's push this back to 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line and back to where they started. Second and 10. Munoz back for Team Canada. That'll be a pass. And it is complete at the 30-yard line. Forward progress will keep him at the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Team Canada. Smoldis with a nice completion to Jake Maline for Team Canada. Corner so far playing a little bit back, giving a decent cushion to the receivers. So far Team USA, Team Canada trying to take advantage of that with some quick hitches. Trying to get the ball in their playmakers' hands on the outside. One back in the backfield for Team Canada. That is Munoz. Smoldis completes it across the middle, but we're going to have a false start penalty once again.
That's a shame. It was a very well-designed play here and an excellent throw, but all for naught as Canada is found to be offsides.
So I think this is pretty normal for this, I guess, this late in the football season for some February play. High school season ends at the end of fall. So an adjustment period here as they're getting back into live game action for the first time in a while.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, the season ended months ago. Granted, they've still probably been playing and working out and doing something, but organized ball ends months ago.
So Smoldis will go in the gun for Team Canada. He's got 3 receivers to his right. Back to pass, and he's got a receiver open. That's Munoz on the sideline. He'll get forced out of bounds at the 27-yard line, short of a first down, so it'll be 4th and short.
But
for Team Canada.
Another well-designed play here, and as we take a look, we'll see as it unfolds that it's set up that the receiver right there is set up. The route is designed so he becomes a blocker. And so he's able to just get that little bit, that much more. So another well-designed play and well-executed by Team Canada.
Shout out to Dan Gant joining us here at the broadcast booth of USA Football. Dan tried to put some pads on and slip into the U15 lineup, but I think they noticed something was amiss.
I think it was the beard.
Could have been the beard. Could have been the 6'4" frame. Smoldis under center. He's got 2 receivers to his left, a wing back to the right, and they're going to call a false start. It's like Smoldis going with a harder snap count there, but drawing his own team offsides. Over on field 2, we have Lincoln Rose and Sean Lerman giving you the U16 U.S. vs. Canada action as we
take a quick peek.
As we swivel our camera over there to the right.
Yeah, taking a look over there, I saw
bonus coverage, field 2.
I saw some fiery plays and some. Oh, here's one now as we sneak over there. Sorry, guys.
All right, back to the U15 action. It is now 4th and 7 for Team Canada. Penalty taking them out of a 4th and short opportunity. Smoldis back to pass. And he will be sacked in the backfield, theoretically, and it'll be a turnover on downs as Team USA will take over. And Jabari Bennett, one of the many Team USA defenders, applying the pressure and causing the turnover on downs. So Team USA doing an outstanding job getting after the quarterback, not really giving him too much time to throw in the pocket. Jack Topping, 6'1", 210-pounder from Arbor Creek Middle School in Carrollton, Texas, also helping out on the play.
And just a quick note to everyone watching this game right now is that if you want to get full coverage of the game happening on Field 2, just go ahead to USA Football's YouTube page and search for the Jamboree, and you should find both links, just how you found this one.
That's another 6-yard gain on first down. USA Football doing an excellent job on first down, creating a push and getting some significant yardage, making it, turning it into 2nd and short, 3rd and short, manageable distances as they get deep into the series. So Aponte in at quarterback. Aponte rolling to his left, and they're going to call him sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Chased down by number 72 on Team Canada, big Ryan Leader. And Damiano Para is in the game at tailback for Team USA. But Aponte on that play, even though he was ruled down, really showed some great agility. And when he let go of the ball, even though the play was over, a really smooth throwing motion going across his body. Aponte back to pass once again, and he'll be ruled down. Again, good coverage by Team Canada. So another coverage sack, and these sacks keep accumulating, and it pushes Team USA back.
Yeah, and that's a good call by the referees to blow that one dead, because there was a guy flying up on the backside.
Ryan Leader applying the pressure once again, and USA Football Team USA has gone back as far as they can go. It doesn't go beyond the 35-yard line. So Aponte, it's only 4th and 10 now. Aponte will break the huddle with 2 backs behind him. It's like Stevenson is in at fullback, Para in at tailback. And Aponte back to pass. And this one rocketed down the sideline and just overthrows his receiver. And Marcus Aponte with an outstanding ball and excellent footwork in the pocket. I'd love to see Trent Dilfer get a load of this guy. Jalen Maiden was the intended receiver.
What an arm. And a pretty ball, too.
Yeah,
it wasn't just chucked out there. That was placed very nicely, just 1 yard too far.
Some serious poise as well after being sacked twice in a row.
And, you know, I don't know if you saw here, but we put our hands up and put little quotations up, sacked, because half of those I feel he would have escaped.
He could have. You never know. It's the rules of the rules are rules.
Rules are rules, and you can't break them.
This is the Jamboree, and this is what we do at the Jamboree. Ethan Martin in at quarterback for Team Canada, and it will be dropped by Aiden Carter, was the intended receiver. Another quick throw from Team Canada. Coming up next on Field 1, U17. We'll play the U17 Canada team. Martin's got 2 receivers now to his left at the bottom of your screen. 1 back in the backfield. It is 2nd and 10. And there will be another whistle. So another false start, and they will go back. Well, they won't go back any further because they're at the 35-yard line. Rashid Tucker in the backfield for Team Canada. So the quarterback is no contact unless he crosses the line of scrimmage, or if it's an option play, which we haven't seen yet. Haven't really seen a typical running quarterback in this game yet. We've seen some outstanding arms out of these young quarterbacks, some still in middle school. 2 backs in the backfield for Team Canada, 2nd and 10 from the 35. Martin back to pass. He rolls to his right. Looking downfield, almost intercepted. J.D. Head on the coverage. You saw Head in at quarterback.
Pass intended for 65.
John Davis, who made an outstanding catch earlier in the game. That might have been Jalen Maiden on the coverage as well. So Martin at 3rd and 10 now, back to pass once again. And he will roll to his right once again. They're not going to call him down. Now he crosses the line of scrimmage. He'll get a first down and duck out of bounds. So nice resourceful play by Ethan Martin to get far enough away from the pass rush.
And we'll take another look here. And it's important that you said that because this is at the referee's discretion. Could have called it there. And I guess, you know, from our angle, it looked close, but the referees decided to let that one go. He was far enough a play and turns it into positive yardage.
I think that since the defenders were going full speed after Martin, that they gave him the benefit of the doubt, and it looked genuine enough for them to decline blowing their whistle.
Yep.
So it'll be first down for Team Canada at the 24-yard line. And on the carry is number 21, Rashid Tucker for Team Canada. And it brought down awkwardly, but pops right back up.
Yeah, on the tackle there from a linebacker position was number 32 of Team USA.
Ernest Woods, we saw him with a huge play earlier in the game with a nice stick on a run play, coming up to defend the run. Woods having a great game so far. 2nd and 10 now once again.
He really does have an excellent command of the defense right now, surveying the field, being able to read the quarterback's eyes.
And they will award a sack right now to Team USA. And it looks like that goes to Jack Topping. So it'll be 3rd and about 15 now from the 28-yard line. Team USA doing a pretty good job at bending but not breaking here. After the big first down run by Ethan Martin, forcing Team Canada backwards. So Canada will spread it out here. Martin in the gun. And there's a fumble on the play, and it is recovered by Team USA.
That's number 99.
Team USA will take over. Cameron Flowers with the fumble recovery. He also provided some pressure on the previous play, so Flowers with an excellent series there for Team USA. And they will take over on downs and try to build on their 7-0 lead with about 8 minutes to go here in minigame number 2.
Yeah, and we'll take another look here. I think, Tom, that we'll see that it was just another bobbled snap, and that comes from just a little bit of rust right now. Yeah, that thing squirted out with some force.
Yeah, a little bit difficult exchange there. Rashid Tucker unable to secure the football for Team Canada. And Brandon Beza back into the game for Team USA. Let's see if they'll let him sling it around a little bit. Stevenson in at tailback. And a counter play. And that's excellent vision by Maiden. I'm sorry, that's Ernest Woods on the carry. So Ernest Woods doing some double duty, playing some linebacker and running back for Team USA. Woods just kind of took the ball there and immediately headed to the left. So I'm not sure if it was a design counter or just a great job at seeing an opening by Woods. J.D. Head in at quarterback now for Team USA. And this is Woods once again. Breaks a couple tackles. Fights his way to the 30. That's a gain of 2 where he was met initially at the line of scrimmage. Able to fight his way for a decent chunk of yards. Pruitt back into the game at quarterback for Team USA. He's got 2 backs behind him. And brought down quickly in the backfield. A great play by Kyle Baker for Team Canada. And that's our boy Aiden Rudolph getting the carry for Team USA.
Team Canada is certainly not showing any signs of weakness despite being down 1 from what they normally play.
And Marcus Aponte in the game for Team USA. So Team USA has used a different quarterback for every down this series. Stevenson will join Rudolph in the backfield. Play fake, Aponte to his right. Beautiful pass, catch at the 5, into the end zone, touchdown Lynch. Benjamin Lynch with his 2nd touchdown reception of the game, and put there beautifully by Marcus Aponte. So Team USA goes up 13-0 pending the extra point.
And Tom, let's take another look at this one as we can see a beautifully designed play, a great throw, a good route. I think he just burns him here. No, it was an excellent route.
Aponte so smooth, and an excellent job by Lynch to keep this going as he was met at about the 5-yard line, the 4 or 5 yard line, and just kept fighting his way into the end zone. Wouldn't be denied. And the U15 US team will now take a, no, they will maintain a 13-0 lead. As is Vincent Antonello with the attempt. 1 for 2 on the day. About 4.5 to go here. So we've seen some great quarterback play out of the U15 squad here. Really excited to see Aponte play in this weekend's competition. Ethan Martin back into the game, and what a play. That's John Bailey Goulat once again from the linebacker position, filling a hole as perfectly as he possibly can.
Yeah, we'll take another quick look here, see if we can slow it down and see how he, yeah, it's just made a beeline right for him, untouched.
And that's Kean Williams on the carry. And Goulat has a really, really good nose for the football. Some excellent instincts from the linebacker position. Trusted himself, took off to the right spot. Great angle. Man, that was textbook. Martin back under center. Back to pass. Rolls to his right. And almost caught on the sidelines there. Pass intended for number 81. Honrodel Iloki. So it'll be 3rd and 10 now for Team Canada. Team Canada needs 2 scores to get back in this. And running out of time here, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the second mini game for U15. Coming up next on field number 1, we will have the U17. We will step aside as they warm up and perform the flag ceremony. And over on field number 2, you will see U17 as well take on Canada. Martin, this one intercepted, and they're not able to advance it. So Alan Darge with an interception. I'm not sure if that was deflected or if Darge was just in the right spot at the right time, but Darge, along with a couple great tackles, comes away with the turnover for Team USA.
Well, we'll take a look. I think you'll see that it is deflected and then tipped, and then it falls into the arms.
So Darge with an opportune play there, being in the right place at the right time. I'm sure his eyes widened as he got it with a little bit of open space ahead of him, but in Jamboree rules,
not going anywhere.
Unable to advance a turnover. But a great play nonetheless for Darge, one of the captains here. Give to Rudolph, and Rudolph is met immediately at the line of scrimmage by Sekailis Doctator. Helped out on the play by Kyle Baker. Kyle Baker doing a great job on the defensive end, the defensive side of the ball. J.D. Head will enter the game at quarterback for Team USA. Had a very agile, athletic quarterback. And a give to Rudolph. Rudolph has a little bit of room to run, but he is met just beyond the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 3rd and a little bit less than 10. We'll say 9 here. Caleb Pruitt will enter the game as Team USA will go back to their four-man quarterback rotation. Pruitt with a touchdown pass earlier on the day to Benjamin Lynch. Pruitt back to pass, and they're going to give a sack here to Team Canada as Ryan Leader applying pressure once again. And that will do it here for minigame number 2 as the U15 Team USA squad takes down the U15 Canada squad by a score of 13-0. 2 touchdowns, both to Benjamin Lynch, one from the arm of Caleb Pruitt and the other from the arm of Marcus Aponte. So an outstanding game here for the U15 Team USA. And we will be bringing you U17 action here on Field 1. In just a little bit, we're going to take a quick break here. You're watching the USA Football Jamboree, produced by Strive, presented by Upper Deck. Alongside Derek Raymond and Matt Ferrara, I'm Tom Monfiletto. And we will be back just after these messages.
For me, I always had to do things the right way. I could never get away with doing things just so-so or almost all the way. I had to do everything perfectly. You see me, I'm not a big guy. I'm only about this tall. You know, I probably should have never made it to the NFL. Everyone always looks at me and says, "You played in the NFL?" I say, "Yeah, I know I'm small, but I have a big heart." And I've always heard that, but one thing I know that helps me is doing things the right way. Proper technique, proper study habits. I didn't always have the physical gifts, but the controllables, the things that I could control with film study, with technique, perfect form, perfect tackling, that's what gave me an edge, because I was willing to do everything completely and fully the right way when others maybe just started to slide by. That was my equalizer. That's what allowed me a chance and an opportunity to play the game.
College football stars of tomorrow are being built today thanks to the support of Tyson Fresh Chicken and Stubbs Legendary Barbecue Sauce. Tyson is the presenting sponsor of the USA Football Tailgate Tour, a salute to top high school student athletes selected to play for the U.S. National Football Team. The USA Football National Team program boasts a star-studded list of alumni, including New York Giants running back David Wilson, Florida State quarterback Jameis Winston, Georgia running back Todd Gurley, and Stanford signal caller Kevin Hogan. This fall, the USA Football Tailgate Tour made 14 stops across the country to honor student athletes selected to participate on U.S. national teams. Tour stops featured visits to high school pep rallies, pregame jersey ceremonies, and tailgate parties prior to games, featuring Tyson Fresh Chicken samples prepared with Stubbs Legendary Barbecue sauces and marinades.
Oh, very excited.
Yeah,
we are so proud of him.
He's a really hard worker, and everything he does, he goes 100%. And he's also a good kid, a good student, just all around a good.
With a tackle for the Highlanders.
Tyson and Stubbs made sure that fans walked away with giveaways, had the chance to enjoy interactive tailgate games, and hosted special meet and greet autograph sessions with current and former NFL players, mascots, and cheerleaders.
This is great atmosphere. I mean, it reminded me back of my high school days, just reminiscing just at this moment. And I mean, those guys are lucky to be out there, even though I'm in the NFL. That was still one of the funnest football times in my life.
Basically because these guys play their hearts out. You know what I mean? It's big. You know, every kid needs to know that they're doing well. Getting these type of things is like really important, and it's going to propel them, you know, to all types of new heights, new goals. It's like, hey, I really accomplished something, and everybody likes accomplishments.
Each of the high schools involved were honored to have the Tailgate Tour visit their school and were great ambassadors for the Tyson and Stubbs brands.
Well, St. Rita football, we're in our 102nd year. The energy here for football games is always great, but Tyson Chicken being here tonight added a lot of flavor, and I know everybody enjoyed sampling the chicken, seeing Desmond Clark, Staley. You know, it was a great night, a great addition to the atmosphere.
It was delicious. I tried every flavor barbecue sauce. I'm from Texas, so I like my barbecue. It's nice. It brings more attention to the school, which is ultimately what we want, is to get the word out about Lutheran North.
In total, the Tailgate Tour impacted more than 30,000 high school football fans in 10 markets from September through November, distributing more than 15,000 Tyson Fresh Chicken samples. The Tailgate Tour had its own microsite featuring a tailgate recipe contest, and tour stops were promoted on USAFootball.com as well as other USA Football social media channels, including Facebook and Twitter. Thank you to Tyson Fresh Chicken and Stubbs Legendary Barbecue Sauce for your support of USA Football's national team program and for helping to create lasting memories for these great athletes.
Welcome back to USA Football's Jamboree live from AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas. We just saw the U15 Team USA take down the U15 Canada team by a score of 13-0. And we are getting set on field one to see the U17 squad take on the U17 Canada team. And following that, we will have the U18 defense here on field one. So we saw a great performance out of the U15 squad. We saw a touchdown from Caleb Pruitt to Benjamin Lynch, and then one later on a rollout from Marcus Aponte. Blanked on his name for a second there. I shouldn't have, because he was one of the standout players as he rolled to his right and nailed Benjamin Lynch once again in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. So those are the two scores for Team USA as they were able to take down Team Canada in the first of three Jamboree events here, I should say, because we will have two mini games within each event, each age group. So the U17 US team will take on two different teams from Canada here in the second session of tonight's Jamboree. And we will have that for you in about 15 minutes. So don't go anywhere. Sit tight. And you have some U17 Jamboree football waiting for you in just a little bit.
Welcome to the field, Team Canada. Now let's welcome our U.S. Under-17 national teams representing the United States.
At USA Football, creating a better, safer game is our #1 priority. The second annual Protection Tour, part of USA Football's Heads Up Football initiative, is a series of free, one-day events for players and parents that delivers expert-driven health and safety education, focused on teaching proper tackling fundamentals, equipment fitting, and concussion awareness.
We need to go out here, start this thing from the bottom level, teach these young athletes, these 6, 7, 8, 9s, how to tackle properly so they can grow up playing the game the right way.
Supported by corporate partners Riddell and AIG, the 2013 Protection Tour impacted more than 2,300 youth football players and parents in 5 NFL markets throughout July and August. Events were hosted by the San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, and New York Giants. At each Protection Tour stop, players were introduced to the 5-step heads-up football tackling technique and participated in various football tackling drills, while parents learned about concussion awareness and proper helmet fitting. Each player was measured and sized for a helmet by a Riddell equipment expert to show parents the proper helmet size and fit. Protection Tour stops also included interaction with current and former NFL players.
The concept of team, working with others and working collectively towards one goal. I think those are life skills, not just football skills. And I really think that football teaches you more about those skills than any other sport that there is for kids to play today.
7-time Pro Bowl receiver Larry Fitzgerald of the Arizona Cardinals served as the Protection Tour's national spokesperson and conducted a media tour in New York City, appearing on numerous national television and radio shows to promote the events.
There's free tours all around the country at many NFL sites that are teaching proper fittings for helmets and shoulder pads, concussion education, and also proper tackling techniques, which is so important at the youth level.
The Protection Tour teaches young athletes the proper way to tackle and engages parents in the learning process. An educated and engaged youth football parent makes for a better, safer game. NFL Flag, powered by USA Football, is an exciting way to get into the game. NFL Flag is fun and fast-paced, emphasizing football, fitness, fundamentals, teamwork, and sportsmanship. Leagues are easy to start and open to both boys and girls ages 5 to 17. All NFL Flag players receive a USA Football membership as well as an official NFL team jersey, flag set, and insurance, an incredible value. Coaches receive a USA Football membership and insurance as well. So sign up now to become a better player and have fun with NFL Flag.
Welcome back to the AT&T Stadium USA Football Jamboree, as the U17 Team USA team will take on U17 Canada here on field number 1. Let's go back over the rules of the Jamboree once again. They start at the 35-yard line going in. It is live. 4 downs, choice to kick on 4th down. Most teams don't do that. We will be awarding points. Quarterback is no contact unless he crosses the line of scrimmage or runs the option. At a potential sack, the defenders can tag off. Whistle will blow, deeming a sack. There's no cut blocking even at the line of scrimmage. Penalties are enforced unless it goes past the 35-yard line. Officials blow whistles on sacks. All turnovers are dead upon possession, which means you cannot advance a turnover. And there will be a quick whistle on interceptions, as we saw earlier in the U15 game. Field goals and extra points, there will be no rush. So it's basically a free kick for each team. So the U15 Team USA was able to take down Team Canada by a score of 13-0. And looking to duplicate that, here is the U17 squad here on field 1. So Team Canada will start out on offense to get things going here. And minigame number 1, part of the second session here.
And Tom, the first thing that I notice here is just how considerably bigger the linemen are. At 2 years makes a big difference between 15 and 17. So these guys are much bigger, much fuller framed.
Connor Carosello in the game at quarterback for Team Canada. He will be protected by the likes of Sage Doxtator, the 6'7", 280-pound offensive lineman from Glencoe, Ontario. He's a player to watch here in this game as his size really stands out, even all the way up here. Carosello will start off in the gun, the pistol formation. And we will get things underway here. Immediate pass and a shot. It was intended for Quinn Matrix Baker. As the Team USA linebacker laid a vicious hit after the incompletion. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now for Team Canada. Carosello in the gun once again. He's got 4 receivers and 1 back in the backfield. And this is going to be close to a first down. Brandon Metz on the carry, showing some outstanding athleticism. Really, really high-level quickness to get to the outside there, and a nice stiff arm to boot. It'll be 3rd and short now for Team Canada after the excellent run. It was Jack Fording who was able to lay the wood on the first hit there for Team USA. No, 3rd and short now for Team Canada. No, power play off to the left, and bursting onto the scene and making the play for Team USA.
All depends on the spot here.
That is Jack Fording. Jack Fording, 5'11", 200 pounds, from South Lake Christian in Davidson, North Carolina. South Lake Christian will...
We've got 4th and inches to go here, so I'd be surprised if they lined up. Well, they're going to do the exact same formation they gone this entire series here.
Fording from South Lake Christian, you'll see a lot of representatives from that high school here for USA Football. And a little read option up the middle, and it will be kept by the running back. And they're judging on the spot, they might be a little bit short. I thought he had it for sure.
Yeah, I think they're going to turn this over here. They are.
And they are. So a great defensive stand there. 4th and less than a yard. And Team USA able to escape. So a turnover on downs. A great first series for the U17 squad. Number 14, Robert Ferguson in at quarterback from Woodlands College Park, Shenandoah, Texas. They will start in the gun with a spread formation, 3 receivers to his right. Snap is fumbled, but it is picked up nicely as Team USA will gain about maybe a half a yard, but could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, that was a nice heads-up play and we'll go hurry up here, so we can't pull up the replay just quite yet, but it was a nice play by the back to quickly realize what had happened as he goes long here.
And that is complete down the sideline, complete down to the 6-yard line. An outstanding throw and catch.
Let's take another look here, Tom, before they snap the ball.
And Ferguson with an excellent throw to DeJohn Rogers. DeJohn Rogers all the way down to the 6-yard line for Team USA. And the give down to the 2-yard line and in for the touchdown. Touchdown Team USA. That's Devin Floyd barreling his way into the end zone for Team USA.
Yeah, we'll take another look at this one, Tom. Another good job of Floyd to bounce off and find the space. He coughs it up, but that was after he crossed the plane, of course, so the touchdown will stand for him.
So it'll be 6-0 now, pending the extra point. A great first series defensively. And again, an excellent scoring drive there for Team USA to start things off here in minigame 1 of the Jamboree, as the extra point attempt is good. So 7-0 is the score here. Team USA leads Canada. David Camacho Jr. also will serve as the kicker for the U17 squad here. You will see some more U17 action if you're watching this, looking for your son, your friend, your cousin, and he's on the U17 squad but not on this field. You can go over to Field 2's coverage. You go to Team USA's YouTube page and shut down in the backfield. A great defensive play by Team USA, leading the effort.
I think that was number 87. We'll take another quick look here, but he was able to just penetrate really, really well and get first contact in the backfield, which started that sack.
Almost untouched. A great push from the line of scrimmage. It might have been Dylan Daniels, the 6'3" defensive lineman from Crowley, Texas. And back to pass. This one is almost completed down to the 15-yard line. Zachary Bino in the game for Team Canada. And he was looking for Michael Kay.
Michael Kay will be kicking himself on that one. He had the ball perfectly placed in his bread basket and just couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that was Michael Livingstone, the 5'11", 174-pound receiver out of Guelph, Ontario. So Bino in the game, 3 receivers to his left. Livingston will come in motion to the top of your screen. Back to pass. And tries to find Livingston once again. And Livingstone gets hit. Looked like it was a clean hit, but they're going to call pass interference on it.
It's got to be either that or defenseless receiver.
Yeah. So they're going to call pass interference, and it will be, I believe, an automatic first down. David Camacho Jr. with the hit from the safety position, as Team USA will shift over into a cover 3 look here with 3 receivers. And the give, wow, really explosive run here by Javonte Stanley. So the U17 Team Canada squad boasting some excellent play from the running back position. Really explosive backs here.
That's a really good job by him. He must have run 25, 30 yards to gain 9, but that's the way it goes when you're trying to get to the outside.
Great speed, a great burst as well. Really getting the wheels going early here. Bino in the gun once again. And he's back to pass off the bad snap, and they're going to get a sack here. And that is Colin Dowling, the 6-foot, 200-pound defensive lineman from Fallbrook Union High School out of Fallbrook, California. So they will give the sack to Team USA, and it will bring Team Canada way back. And it'll be about 3rd and 15. So Team USA bouncing back after that long run by Javante. Back to pass. He's got a receiver open, and he overthrows him. Pass intended for Keenan Clark. A little bit out of the reach of Clark. Clark still got a couple hands on it, unable to come up with it. Reed Harrison Ducross, the defensive back out of Colleyville Heritage High School in Grapevine, Texas, on the covers there for Team USA. Well, it'll be 4th and 14 now for Team Canada. And a draw play up the middle. He's got some room to run. Javante Stanley at the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Team Canada. Javante Stanley, wow.
I gotta say, as they were lining up, I said to myself, I really like this formation right now, just because it's a different type of look. As we take a look here again, how it's staggered receivers, so it provides just a little bit of mystery.
And Stanley really just needing a little bit of space, and an excellent cut to the outside. Tickles the sideline, gets into the end zone. Wow.
It's an excellent play. It's a great run. I mean, there's that explosiveness that you're talking about.
So Team Canada will go for 2 here after the score. Into the back of the end zone, incomplete. Pass intended for Keenan Clark once again. So Team USA will maintain their lead, and they're going to need to find an answer for Javante Stanley, because if he has any room to run, he will be very, very dangerous.
He's extremely quick and has great vision, and you could see that from the draw play. He had to navigate through quite a bit of traffic to find that hole, and then his ability to get to the outside, and as you say, Tom, tickle the sidelines, was pretty incredible.
Ramar Williams will come in to play quarterback for Team USA from Bishop McNamara Catholic at Mitchellville, Maryland. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Team USA. Team USA running a spread offense here. They're going to let their quarterbacks do the hard work. Pass complete down the right sideline. They're going to give it to him for a first down at the 20-yard line. That's William Humphreys, the 6'3", 200-pound tight end out of Malibu, California, on the reception. An excellent find by Ramar Williams, the Team USA quarterback. Read option. Kept by number 29, Devin Floyd, and that'll be a gain of about 1.
I like the pace of the USA under-17 team right now. I mean, you only have 25 minutes to go ahead and get your snaps in, and they're trying to take advantage of every one. Trying a lot of different looks as they try a
little bubble screen attempt here out to Devin Floyd. Incomplete. It was a forward pass. It wasn't a fumble. But that'll bring up 3rd and long now for Team USA. Two receivers either side now for Williams. Williams back to pass. Back of the end zone, a little bit too high.
It's a nice demonstration of arm strength, though.
Yeah, I really wanted to sling that one into the back of the end zone, but a little bit too much. Led his receiver just a little bit too much there.
Had him though.
Yeah.
So it was a nice play call, well executed. Just couldn't quite get the pass on target, but.
Kamari Miller was the intended receiver. Sorry, Derek.
I was going to say, looks like we're trying for a field goal right now, which we don't usually see.
Well, it was 4th and 9. David Camacho Jr. coming in to kick the field goal from 36 yards out, and this is no good. It had the leg, but it's just a little bit off the mark.
Certainly did. That could have been good from 40.
So now I'm not sure if Team Canada takes over from that spot or if they take over from the 35. I think they're going to walk it back out to the 35-yard line. So Team Canada, and you know that they need to get as many players, as many reps as possible to get them in tune for this Saturday's games. But if I'm the Team Canada coach, I am giving everybody a steady dose of Javonte Stanley.
Sure.
In at quarterback for Team Canada, number 11, Connor Carasello once again. Carasello, he's got some bunched receivers to his right. And he's going to keep it now. So he is live. He crosses the line of scrimmage, and he'll be tackled out of bounds. Not before a gain of about 7 for Carasello. So it will be 2nd and 3 now for Team Canada. After the 7-yard gain off a read option from Carasello, the 6'4", 190-pound quarterback out of Caledonia. In the green shoes at the bottom of your screen, it's Quinn Matrix Baker, a playmaking, tall wide receiver.
With the coolest name I've heard today.
I think so too. Quinn Matrix is pretty fantastic. Dive up the middle, and this will go for no yards. So it'll be 3rd and short for Team Canada. Brandon Metz on the carry. Brought down by a host of Team USA tacklers. This is the U17 U.S. versus Canada game. You also will be seeing the U.S. 17 team on field 2 as well. If you go to USA Football's YouTube channel, you can check out both streams there. Carasello with the play fake. Steps up in the pocket, now rolls to his right. And he's going to throw this one away. There was not a receiver in sight, but out of the imaginary tackle box. So he will not be penalized, and this will bring up a 4th down.
I think we might be just a little bit outside the reach of their kicker, so looks like they're going to go for it here. As the worst that can happen is USA Football takes over on the 35.
Carasello going to work some magic here. There's only 1 yard to go, and Canada will run it up the gut, and they will get the 1st down easily. That's Brandon Metz on the carry. So Metz and Javonte Stanley, both really dangerous backs, and an excellent 1-2 punch here for this U17 Canada team.
Tom, why do you think they're living in the shotgun formation right now?
I think a lot of teams are just more accustomed to doing that. It gives the quarterback a little bit more time. It gives the running back, more importantly, a little bit more time to see where he needs to go, to see the openings develop, to see how the play is blocked, and mostly on these zone plays with the read options. That's what the running back is doing back there. And the give once again, and this one, a 1st down at the 10-5, touchdown Team Canada. Brandon Metz bursting through the middle and scoring for Team Canada, and that'll put Team Canada ahead by a score of 12-7 now.
And Tom will take another look at this one again. It's what we've seen earlier. It's just the ability to find it in an open space and explode through it.
23-yard touchdown run. Plants that right foot and heads right up the field, north and south, all the way into the end zone. We've seen back-to-back outstanding drives from this Team Canada team behind or on the shoulders of Metz and Stanley. Now that run game doing wonders here behind that big, strong offensive line. And Team Canada will go for 2 here to build a touchdown lead, and Metz just barrels his way into the end zone. So the 2-point conversion will be converted, and Team Canada will go ahead 14-7 here with just under 5 minutes to go here in the minigame number 1, in the first minigame here for U17.
Another good example of Metz just being able to hold on to that ball, lower his shoulder, and power through to get that 2-point conversion on the board.
John Flores in at quarterback for Team USA. And they give up the middle. This will be a gain of about 6, so a good first down run by Team USA. Down the sideline, it is incomplete. But an excellent effort down on the sideline. That could have been a huge play for Team USA. A throw by John Flores, showing his powerful arm. Give up the middle, and it looks like it might be good for a first down. They might mark it a little bit shy. And it looks like it is right on the line there, right on the first down marker. And they will move the chain, so they'll call it a first down. Aaron Spate on the carry for Team USA out of Riverdale Baptist High School, Clinton, Maryland. Flores in the gun, going to hurry it up once again. Up the middle for a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Team USA, down a touchdown. 3 minutes to go here in the minigame. Flores back to pass, quick release. He's got his receiver. And down to the 16-yard line.
Just shy of the first down.
That's Jason Pirtle, number 88, out of Locust Grove High School, Locust Grove, Oklahoma. Carry up the middle, and this will be a first down and more down to the 10-yard line for Team USA. Aaron Spate once again on the carry, 5'9", 180-pound running back. Carrying the load for Team USA here.
Team USA showing a little bit of the power run ability right now, be able to find those holes and just muscle right on through. As this one's complete and a touchdown.
Flores connects with Joshua Jacobs for a touchdown. Jacobs out of Austin, Texas, corrals the potential tying touchdown for Team USA. With an extra point here, Team USA can tie it. Good throw by Flores. An excellent route by Jacobs.
Yeah, and as we take a look here, it just looks like a little bit of hand fighting and then a slant.
Yeah, look at that. That's an excellent move. Good job of understanding what the coverage was and what his defender was going to give him. As Camacho puts through the extra point, and Team USA is now tied with Team Canada. 1 minute to go here.
Turning out to be another barn burner.
So this will probably be the last series here for Team Canada. In at quarterback, Zachary Bino. Michael Livingstone flanked out to his left. He's been a frequent target of Bino's.
I love this trips lineup of the receivers right here.
And Bino's looking right at him. And he'll go downfield, but this will be called off. They're going to call a false start on Team Canada. So technically it would be 1st and 15, but we are now just about ready to call this one a game. So it will be a tie game. Looks like they're going to give Team Canada one more play. Bino is in the gun. I'm playing with house money here as Team USA backs off all the way to the end zone. And Bino's going to let it go over the middle. Broken up by Camacho. Almost intercepted. Not sure if that would have mattered, but I think that will do it here for the first mini game for the U17 USA team. And they will take a short breather, and they will take on another U17 Canada team. So a good start. Saw a nice touchdown pass from Flores to Jacobs. Saw a touchdown run by Devin Floyd. And we saw some great defensive play too. We saw some excellent play out of the running backs for Team Canada. Brandon Metz with a touchdown, Javante Stanley with a touchdown. Two really impressive runs by those outstanding running backs for Team Canada. But we'll be back with more U17 Team USA football action right after this.
On the competitive level, I think I had learned that deaf players can compete with anyone, and that we're no different than other teams. It's just that we're not able to hear. Our players come from a variety of family backgrounds. Some come from broken homes, some come from traditional families, and some of the kids don't communicate with their parents. But here, we are an actual team, almost like a family. We're like brothers. That's their passion. They want to know that they're going to be playing as part of a team, and they're representing themselves, the school, as well as being deaf. We deaf people aren't able to hear what the opposing team is doing. We have to use our eyes. We have to have good peripheral vision. So we do work a lot on our peripheral vision, keeping awake and watching constantly. Looking at the Indiana School for the Deaf, we've never really been a very large school compared to other deaf schools or even public schools, and that's a struggle. So we do the best we can with what we have, and we teach our kids that it's technique, not so much size. And some of the kids say, well, look at the big guy I got to play against, and I say, trust me, it's your technique. My passion is paying it forward to the kids. I graduated from the deaf school. I didn't have much support from my parents, but the staff here have been very supportive and then told me that I do have a future and I will succeed. I didn't really believe it because I was basing it on how my parents raised me, but those people that supported me were my football coaches.
And welcome back to the USA Football Jamboree live from AT&T Stadium. Let's take a look at some of the notable USA Football alumni that partook in this event in previous years. First and foremost, Jameis Winston, the Heisman Trophy winning, national championship winning quarterback for Florida State University, was a member of Team USA in 2012. Bryce Petty, the record-setting Baylor University quarterback, also a USA Football alum. The two Stanford Cardinal, Kevin Hogan, quarterback, and Ty Montgomery, the electric wide receiver, punt returner. Todd Gurley, the running back for the University of Georgia. Stephon Tuitt, the defensive tackle for the University of Notre Dame. Tareen Folston, the tailback for the University of Notre Dame. And Jackson Shipley wide receiver for the University of Texas. He's entering his senior season next year. He is the brother of Jordan Shipley. USA Football has also sent some alumni on to the pros. Most notably, David Wilson, running back for the New York Giants. Aaron Dobson, you saw him play every Sunday for the New England Patriots at wide receiver. Brian Winters playing offensive line for the New York Jets. And, of course, Tyrann Mathieu, the defensive back for the Arizona Cardinals. So some outstanding pedigree here for USA Football. And they all got there by heading to a regional camp. And here are some of the camps that you can attend if you're interested, starting this month, February 15th through 16th. It starts right here in Dallas, Texas. The following week, it'll be in Austin, Texas. And we'll go to Florida, California, back home to Jersey City, and then down to D.C. to wrap up the month of March and to begin the month of April. And then to finish out the spring season, starting in Charlotte in the middle of April, and then ending in Boston, Massachusetts, Seattle, Washington, and Denver, Colorado. So if you would like to sign up for one of these regional development camps to make one of the development teams and eventually make one of the national teams, which will be competing this weekend and competing right now in the Jamboree, you can go to usafootball.com/trial-registration. usafootball.com/trial-registration. So you check that out. As U17 Team USA squad will hop back onto the field.
Switch Canadian teams.
And we will have a different Canadian team now playing Team USA, as a team from Field 2 will come onto the field. Mar Williams in at quarterback for Team USA. We're going to get the clock started here. Just under 25 minutes here in the mini game. Williams in the gun for Team USA. Now he's back to pass, steps up in the pocket, and they're going to call a sack. So it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 35-yard line. USA Football unable to gain anything on its first 2 downs. We hear the sweet sounds of Chris Brown blaring through the AT&T Stadium speakers. Livening up the mood here at Cowboy Stadium. Williams joined with a back on either side, back to pass, and throws up the middle. This one intercepted. Outstanding play by Evan Martin from the safety position. Off the deflection. I believe there was a slight deflection there. Good hard pass by Williams. And this one lands in the hands of Team Canada.
I think there was too, Tom. Let's take a look, see if we can find out who, or if in fact it actually went into off the hands of someone else.
Williams looking over the middle for, I believe that was Jacobs, throws behind him. And then a Team Canada defender able to tip it up in the air. And Martin able to clean it up. This will be a gain of about 6 on first down. Anthony Bontorin on the carry for Team Canada. So it'll be 2nd and 6. I'm sorry, Anthony Bontorin is playing quarterback for Team Canada. Team Canada split back formation. And the give up the middle. That is number 24, Dominic Valencic. My apologies. Untouched. Up the gut for a touchdown of that split back formation. Team Canada on the board to get things going here.
Yeah, it's just one more example of how dominant their run game has been as we take another look here. You're right, Tom. Untouched for the most part. Actually untouched completely.
That's some excellent breakaway speed to get into the end zone. Team Canada up 6-0. Attempting the extra point now is Michael Tarbut. And this will, this will sail through the uprights. For the extra point conversion for Team Canada. And really smooth kick there by Tarbut. So I'm thinking we're going to see an attempt from him that extends beyond where the extra point comes from.
Yeah, that was a pretty powerful kick there.
Robert Ferguson back in the game at quarterback out of Woodlands College Park High School for Team USA. Back to pass, rolls to his right, avoids the pressure, and throws this one out of bounds, incomplete. Pass intended for Ronald DeCastro III, the 5'9", 150-pound receiver out of Herndon High School, Herndon, Virginia. So Team USA will rush to the line as Ferguson will bark out the orders. He's got two receivers to either side. And this will be a run to DeCastro up the middle, but he is met vigorously by Frazier Sopik. Good stick by Sopik. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 for Team USA. DeCastro in the backfield with Ferguson. Ferguson back to pass. It's a screen, and this is complete to Dan Lukowski. And it'll be short of a first down, but he did have some running room ahead of him. Great job by the Team Canada defenders to converge and make a play to keep him from converting a first down. So it'll be 4th and about 6 now. Ferguson back into the gun. And they're going to call a false start now on Team USA, as there was significant movement and a little flinch by the Team Canada defensive lineman, I think, was the final straw. So it's 4th and 10 now. Ferguson back to pass, and this one is incomplete. Even if it was complete, it would not have been enough for a first down as the receiver fell to the ground. So Team Canada will take over. It didn't take them long to score. And we'll see if Team USA can find an answer for this Team Canada running game. Anthony Bontorin back in at quarterback for Team Canada. He's joined on either side by a couple of running backs, and he will be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's big number 92, Ryan Casey, the 6', 245-pound defensive lineman out of Colchester, Vermont. It'll be 2nd and 10 now for Team Canada. Backs in the same formation where they scored a touchdown on the last series. It's the same play up the middle. And it looks like this is Evans for a first down and then some. That's Jordan Lyons. With a great run for Team Canada, and that'll be first down and 10 inside the 20. Bontorin back in the gun for Team Canada. Looking to his left. Throws it up into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Team Canada. Brandon Ihansa with an outstanding play and another touchdown for Team Canada.
We'll take another look at this one, Tom, but excellent vision, well thrown, good route in traffic.
Just throws it up, lets his receiver make a play on it. Back shoulder throw. Oh, yeah, excellent execution. Bontorin to Ihansa. And we're going to see Tarbut attempt another extra point.
Wow.
And this one is just crushed through the uprights.
I'd love to see a field goal from range here.
It's under 16 and a half here to go, as it's been all Team Canada so far. 14-0 is the score. We're going to take another look at this booming kick. Pretty impressive. John Flores in at quarterback. We saw him toss a touchdown pass in the first minigame here of the Jamboree. And the snap is fumbled, so Flores will have to just cover it up behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 now. Up the middle, that's a gain of about 8. So good run on 2nd down for Team USA. And we'll have a timeout on the field for an injury. That was number 32, Aaron Spate on the carry. 5'9", 180-pound sophomore at Riverdale Baptist High School in Clinton, Maryland.
Yeah, Tom, we'll take another look here as the training staff comes to tend to number 75 on Team Canada. But an excellent display, again, of ability to, after first contact, to keep the legs moving and keep heading forward.
Yeah, now it's about 3rd and 4 now for Team USA after that effort from Spate. So Team USA all of a sudden threatening now. Flores in at quarterback. Team Canada almost left the receiver uncovered there for Team USA, but they were able to make up for it as this run is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Frazier Sopik making another nice play from the linebacker position. Helped out by number 77, Zachariah Hautron. So it'll be 4th and 5 now for Team USA. Flores, the give to Spate, and he is brought down immediately. Big number 99 is DeAndre Regis, 6 foot, 245-pounder out of Stouffville, Ontario. That turned out to be a free play for Team USA as offsides is called on Team Canada. So it'll be a 1st and 10, fresh set of downs for Team USA. Flores back to pass, looking down the sideline, and it is caught at the 2-yard line. Dijon Rogers down the sideline from Matawan Regional High School in Cliffwood, New Jersey. Really nice play on the ball by Rogers and a good throw by Flores. So now Team USA on the 2-yard line, the give to Spade, and Spade is met immediately.
I like Flores' confidence and his ability to trust his throw, because it's not the first time that he's made a completion through heavy traffic.
Yeah, put that one right on the money as Ramar Williams will enter the game now for Team USA. Defensive play for Team Canada made by Chris Larson in the backfield. That'll push Team USA back about the 5-yard line. Give to Spate once again, and Spate once again is tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Sopik. Sopik having himself a great game for Team Canada. So now it's about 3rd and 7. Started off on the 2-yard line after the completion to Rogers. Williams in the gun, keeps it. Now it's an option. Off tackle left, and he is almost brought down, breaks a tackle, and able to spin his way to the 3, I'm sorry.
It is now 4th down.
It's 4th down and 3, and we'll see what Team USA coaching staff comes up with here. Good job by Williams extending the play there, breaking the first tackle, as it looked like Dominic Valincic. Flores back in at quarterback, and this one is incomplete, but a flag on the play, so they might get Team Canada for pass interference, which would be an automatic 1st down.
And I think that's a smart way to go. Past couple downs, the run wasn't working, although it's not the call.
It's an illegal man downfield, so it was a clean pass deflection, but because of the lineman downfield for Team USA, they will not reap the benefits of a penalty. Instead, they will turn the ball over on downs with their best opportunity of the day, and in that completion from Flores to Rogers down to the 2-yard line. But Team Canada's defensive line and linebacking core really holding strong and forcing Team USA back and back and back, and just being as stingy as they possibly could be. Really relentless on the defensive side of the ball in their attempt to prevent Team USA from scoring. 14-0 is the score here. We got about 9.5 minutes to go. 1st and 10 for Team Canada. Nate Hobbs in at quarterback. And a give to Valincic once again off the left side, and he is forced out of bounds. Got a flag coming in. Looks like there's going to be a hold. And the hold will be on number 1, Alex Salichev.
See if we can find it here in replay.
It was on the outside from the receiver position as Valincic, the very dangerous runner, finds a hold.
Right there.
And
yeah, being held is pretty clear.
Not usually one of the strong points for a wide receiver. Salichev unable to get away with this one. So he grabbed a handful of jersey on the shoulder pad. So this will come back. There won't be a loss of downs. There also won't be any loss of yardage due to Jamboree rules. Quarterback keeps it, makes his way down to the 26-yard line. Almost enough for a 1st down, not quite. Nate Hobbs showing off a little bit of his athleticism and ability to run the football. After you saw Ramar Williams tuck it for Team USA on the other end. Hobbs back to pass. Pass is complete. And that'll be a first down for Team Canada. Ryan Keys pulls in the first down reception. So these short passing attempts working well for Team Canada today. And it'll be another first down. 7 minutes to go here.
That seems to be what their game plan has been. Chip away with some short passes, and then they'll get explosive runs.
Hobbs will go under center now. And it looks like Valencic got a little bit of a head start there. But it wasn't caught. So he will lead for Trey Nicholson, who will gain about 5 on first down. And the whistle on the other side of the field had me believing that Valencic was a little bit off a little bit early there, but it's turned out to be great anticipation of the snap count, I believe. Hobbs changing the play at the line of scrimmage. And the give now to Valencic. He's already got a touchdown on the day. Trying to bounce it outside, and he is unable to. Excellent play by the Team USA defense, led by the efforts of Lauren Mondi, the 6', 225-pound linebacker out of Bishop Dunn High School right here in Dallas, Texas. Mondi finishing that play. As Valencic rarely goes down on first contact, it'll be 3rd and about 8 now for Team Canada. So Team Canada goes into the gun, one of the rare occasions here, and the snap goes over Hobbs' head. He picks it up, but he will be downed, and they will whistle a sack. And credit that sack to Colin Dowling once again for Team USA. So now it's going to be about 4th and 18. A loss of 10 on the play. And here we go.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Attempt a 42-yarder from Tarbutt, who's been kicking extra points that look like they'd be good from 60. So here we go. Tarbutt from 43. And this one.
Oh, my gosh.
Is good.
I'd love to see at the end of this him just go out and see what he can do.
Jordan Tarbutt, member of the U17 team here, still has plenty of football ahead of him. And he has quite the leg as he puts Team Canada up 17-0.
Let's just, I'd love to take another look at this again. That's, if we can pause right there and take a look.
Extrapolate.
You know, I can't tell you an exact distance, but that thing is very nearly at the top of the goalpost. And that was from how far?
9/10 of the way up the goalpost, and it was good from 43. Tunnel screen, and this one will go for about 20 yards. Pass complete to Dijon Rogers.
We were stuck in replay, so let's see if we can take a look back at this one. Well, now they're going to go hurry up, so let's go back to
They are going to go hurry up, and I just want to clarify that was Kamari Murray on the reception. Robert Ferguson in at quarterback for Team USA. In at tailback, number 22, Jerron Bitloy. It'll be 2nd and 5 here. And the pass is incomplete, so that'll bring up 3rd down here for Team USA. So still relatively early in the week. Still some time to learn the plays, learn their teammates. Dave Boak enters the game at tailback, and he'll get it on the swing and cut it up the field, and he'll gain about 3, but it'll still be shy of the first down. 4th and 2 from about the 12-yard line, more like 4th and 3. Boak will stay in the backfield, and he will take it, but he will be brought down immediately. So Team USA once again on 4th down, and once again Frazier Sopik making the play in the backfield. He has been a nightmare for this Team USA offensive line. 1.5 minutes to go here. Team Canada with a very comfortable 17-point lead. Looks like Team USA will really struggle to find their way back into this game with a little time remains. Two backs in the backfield for Team Canada. Back to pass is Caracello. This one is caught and taken down the sideline, knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That's Ryan Keys. Anthony Bontorin, I'm sorry, that's not Caracello, and a quarterback for Team Canada. And a gamble by the Team USA defensive back led to that huge gain. Now Canada's threatening to score once again, but they're going to throw a flag and whistle a false start on Team Canada.
And Tom, I'll go ahead and cue up another look at this replay here, but it seems as if the receiver after his cut here, just able to make a quick move, and cornerback really didn't have a chance after that.
Yeah, he left the defensive back flat-footed, just ran right around him. So a good move by Keys and a good throw by Bontorin. Back to throw once again. Now he's going for it all. Back of the end zone, little push-off by the receiver, and they're going to call a touchdown. And that's Ryan Keys once again. So Keys reaches pay dirt. There are 2 excellent catches on this drive for Team Canada. And that will do it for minigame number 2 for U17, and they will let Tarbutt kick an extra point.
Just to make me happy.
Yeah, perhaps just for the sake of entertainment. Another really athletic play by Keys. I thought he might have pushed off a little bit. But still, some great athleticism to pull that one down. As Tarbutt will knock this one through as if he's extremely angry at the football. So that will do it for the U17 portion of the Jamboree. Stay tuned. On Field 1, we will have the U18 defense, and we will have that live for you in about 30 minutes. So don't go anywhere. We're going to play some videos. We're going to play some heads-up football videos. We're going to talk about some of the initiatives being taken on by USA Football. And we'll tell you about some of the regional development camps. We'll tell you about some of the notable alumni here for USA Football. We are live from AT&T Stadium. It is the USA Football Jamboree, and U18 is next. Don't go anywhere.
For me, I always had to do things the right way. I could never get away with doing things just so-so or almost all the way. I had to do everything perfectly. You see me, I'm not a big guy. I'm only about this tall. You know, I probably should have never made it to the NFL. Everyone always looks at me and says, "You played in the NFL?" I say, "Yeah, I know I'm small, but I have a big heart." And I've always heard that, but one thing I know that helps me is doing things the right way. Proper technique, proper study habits. I didn't always have the physical gifts, but the controllables, the things that I could control with film study, with technique, perfect form, perfect tackling, that's what gave me an edge, because I was willing to do everything completely and fully the right way when others maybe just started to slide by. That was my equalizer. That's what allowed me a chance and an opportunity to play the game.
On the competitive level, I think I had learned that deaf players can compete with anyone, and that we're no different than other teams. It's just that we're not able to hear. Our players come from a variety of family backgrounds. Some come from broken homes, some come from traditional families, and some of the kids don't communicate with their parents, but here we are an actual team, almost like a family. We're like brothers. So that's their passion. They want to know that they're going to be playing as part of a team, and they're representing themselves, the school, as well as being deaf. We deaf people aren't able to hear what the opposing team is doing. We have to use our eyes. We have to have good peripheral vision. So we do work a lot on our peripheral vision, keeping awake and watching constantly. Looking at the Indiana School for the Deaf, we've never really been a very large school compared to other deaf schools or even public schools, and that's a struggle. So we do the best we can with what we have. And we teach our kids that it's technique, not so much size. And some of the kids say, well, look at the big guy I got to play against. And I say, trust me, it's your technique. My passion is paying it forward to the kids. I graduated from the deaf school. I didn't have much support from my parents, but the staff here have been very supportive and then told me that I do have a future and I will succeed. I didn't really believe it because I was basing it on how my parents raised me, but those people that supported me were my football coaches.
At USA Football, creating a better, safer game is our #1 priority. The second annual Protection Tour, part of USA Football's Heads Up Football initiative, is a series of free, one-day events for players and parents that delivers expert-driven health and safety education, focused on teaching proper tackling fundamentals, equipment fitting, and concussion awareness.
We need to go out here, start this thing from the bottom level, teach these young athletes, these 6', 7", 8", 9s, how to tackle properly so they can grow up playing the game the right way.
Supported by corporate partners Riddell and AIG, the 2013 Protection Tour impacted more than 2,300 youth football players and parents in 5 NFL markets throughout July and August. Events were hosted by the San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, and New York Giants. At each Protection Tour stop, players were introduced to the 5-step heads-up football tackling technique and participated in various football tackling drills, while parents learned about concussion awareness and proper helmet fitting. Each player was measured and sized for a helmet by a Riddell equipment expert to show parents the proper helmet size and fit. Protection Tour stops also included interaction with current and former NFL players.
The concept of team, working with others, and working collectively towards one goal. I think those are life skills, not just football skills. And I really think that football teaches you more about those skills than any other sport that there is for kids to play today.
7-time Pro Bowl receiver Larry Fitzgerald of the Arizona Cardinals served as the Protection Tour's national spokesperson and conducted a media tour in New York City, appearing on numerous national television and radio shows to promote the events.
There's free tours all around the country at many NFL sites that are teaching proper fittings for helmets and shoulder pads, concussion education, and also proper tackling techniques, which is so important at the youth level.
The Protection Tour teaches young athletes the proper way to tackle and engages parents in the learning process. An educated and engaged youth football parent makes for a better, safer game. College football stars of tomorrow are being built today thanks to the support of Tyson Fresh Chicken and Stubbs Legendary Barbecue Sauce. Tyson is the presenting sponsor of the USA Football Tailgate Tour, a salute to top high school student athletes selected to play for the U.S. National Football Team. The USA Football National Team program boasts a star-studded list of alumni, including New York Giants running back David Wilson, Florida State quarterback Jameis Winston, Georgia running back Todd Gurley, and Stanford signal caller Kevin Hogan. This fall, the USA Football Tailgate Tour made 14 stops across the country to honor student athletes selected to participate on U.S. national teams. Tour stops featured visits to high school pep rallies, pre-game jersey ceremonies, and tailgate parties prior to games, featuring Tyson fresh chicken samples prepared with Stubbs' legendary barbecue sauces and marinades.
Oh, very excited.
Yeah,
we are so proud of him.
He's a really hard worker, and everything he does, he goes 100%. And he's also a good kid, a good student, just all around a good. With a tackle for the Highlanders.
Tyson and Stubbs made sure that fans walked away with giveaways, had the chance to enjoy interactive tailgate games, and hosted special meet and greet autograph sessions with current and former NFL players, mascots, and cheerleaders.
This is great atmosphere. I mean, it reminded me back of my high school days, just reminiscing just at this moment. And I mean, those guys are lucky to be out there, even though I'm in the NFL. That was still one of the funnest football times in my life.
Basically because these guys play their hearts out. You know, I mean, it's big. You know, every kid needs to know that they're doing well. Getting these type of things is like really important, and it's going to propel them, you know, to all types of new heights, new goals. It's like, hey, I really accomplished something, and everybody likes accomplishments.
Each of the high schools involved were honored to have the Tailgate Tour visit their school and were great ambassadors for the Tyson and Stubbs brands.
Well, St. Rita football, we're in our 102nd year. The energy here for football games is always great, but Tyson Chicken being here tonight added a lot of flavor, and I know everybody enjoyed sampling the chicken, seeing Desmond Clark, Staley. You know, it was a great night, a great addition to the atmosphere.
It was delicious. I tried every flavor barbecue sauce. I'm from Texas, so I like my barbecue. It's nice. It brings more attention to the school, which is ultimately what we want, is to get the word out about Lutheran North.
In total, the Tailgate Tour impacted more than 30,000 high school football fans in 10 markets from September through November, distributing more than 15,000 Tyson fresh chicken samples. The Tailgate Tour had its own microsite featuring a tailgate recipe contest, and tour stops were promoted on usafootball.com as well as other USA Football social media channels, including Facebook and Twitter. Thank you to Tyson Fresh Chicken and Stubbs' legendary barbecue sauce for your support of USA Football's national team program and for helping to create lasting memories for these great athletes.
Driving for about 2 yards. Okay, you guys ready?
If I could give a linebacker or a linebacker coach tips that I believe would be impactful to their development, the first thing would be your eyes. What your eyes see is what your body will do. Your body will follow where your eyes are. So you have to make sure that your eyes are in the proper places. You teach the focal points of where that player's eyes should be. All right, so when you see your work, you can get your work done. If you don't see your work, you can't get your work done. So you train the eyes. I want to see, is that guard pulling? Is that guard heavy on his hands? Is he light on his hands? What's the quarterback doing? What's the depth of the running back? What's the splits of the receivers? I need to see all these things and analyze. The linebacker is the most important position on the field. As a linebacker, I'm biased, but I'm telling you, That's the most important position. Why? Because we have to be the guy that understands what that quarterback is doing. We have to be the guy that has enough athletic ability to do what that defensive lineman does, oh yeah, and what the secondary guys do. We have to be able to be strong enough to deal with offensive linemen, but yet fast enough to be able to run with running backs and receivers. So if I'm teaching a linebacker what he needs to do, you have to get your eyes right. And then secondly, you have to have an intensity about you to be able to do the work that nobody else on that field is going to do, which is be able to make that contact, be able to make tackles, to be able to cover in the passing game. You have to be a well-rounded machine out there on that field.
Welcome back to AT&T Stadium as the U18 U.S. and Canadian teams are set to take the field for the USA Football Jamboree live in Arlington, Texas, alongside Matt Ferrero and Derek Raymond. I'm Tom Monfiletto, and we are about set to get into our flag-bearing ceremony, and we will toss things to our PA announcer here at AT&T Stadium.
Jamboree. Today, Team Canada and Team USA will have the opportunity to compete against each other in modified games. Teams will play two halves with a 25-minute running clock. Let's welcome to the field the under-18 Team Canada. Now let's welcome the USA under-18 national team. Tonight's flag bearer from Canada, Gabe Simmons. And tonight's flag bearer for the U.S., Clayton Oliver. Now at this time, we ask you to please rise for the playing Canadian National Anthem.
And it is time for the final leg of the Jamboree tonight as the U18 team will take on the U18 Canadian teams on field 1. We will have the U18 defense on field 2. You will have the U18 offense. You can find both of these streams on USA Football's YouTube page. So if you are on our field 1, you can click over to field 2 at any time. You can watch them both at the same time if you wanted. Alongside Derek Raymond and Matt Ferraro, I'm Tom Monfiletto. This is the Jamboree, the USA Football Jamboree presented by Upper Deck, produced by Strive Network. You can hop onto strivenetwork.tv or follow the Strive Network at Strive_network on Twitter and Instagram. We'll be bringing you the rest of tonight's action, and then on Friday there will be a game at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 7:30 p.m. The main event will be the 7:30 game, which will be the U19 International Bowl between U.S. and Canada. And then on Saturday there will be games at the exact same times, except the late game will be taking place at 7 p.m. instead of 7:30 p.m. So it'll be 1, 4, 7:30 on Friday, 1, 4, and 7 on Saturday. And all of those games will be taking place at University of Texas, Arlington. So it should be a lot of fun. We've had a great time here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. They've been tremendous hosts and outstanding people to work with.
What an atmosphere it was this morning, too, when we did the signing day breakfast.
Yeah, you can check out the signing day breakfast on the USA Football YouTube page as well. And that was really just a lot of fun, an awesome day for all the student athletes deciding where they're going to go play next year, where they're going to attend school next year. A lot of fun. Really just cool to see everybody's faces and see all the joy that the parents and their families and, of course, the student athletes themselves had in making this decision to go on to the next level and play. Really, really an exciting morning, a great, great event. USA Football does a fantastic job every single year. People leave that saying that is one of the coolest events I've been to. We heard from we heard from Scott Hallenbeck. We heard from Ms. Jones-Anderson that came in and spoke, who was absolutely phenomenal. And we got to see everybody sign their letters of intent. We got some cool interviews with them as well. So be sure to check that out on the USA Football YouTube page. As we're about set to get underway here, it's U18 defense here on field number 1, set to take on the U18 Team Canada offense, and we will start the clock right now. And for Team USA, they'll come down 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and a cover 2 shell. Defensive backs playing about 7 yards off the receivers. And Canada will come out in a pistol formation. And they give up the middle. This will be a gain of about 7 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 7 for Team Canada. So Team Canada, one thing that they've been able to do, whether it'll be a standard power I formation, a shotgun formation, or a pistol formation like we just saw right there, shades of the San Francisco 49ers, they've been able to establish a run game in every single game that we've seen them play so far, Derek.
Yeah, it's been very exciting watching how dynamic and how versatile both of these teams have been, actually. But on the under-17 team, we saw an incredible running game that has been explosive and the likes of which I haven't seen in a very long time from this age group. So I'm excited to see this under-18 team perform right now.
Yeah, and one of the guys to watch out for, William Nicholson Jr., who made an outstanding play on that previous play, the 6'2", 225-pounder from Centennial High School in Corona, California, finding his way into the backfield to make the play for Team USA. So it's 3rd and short now. And making the play in the backfield is Team USA, and they will cause a 4th down. And that was Michael Orbaez from George Washington High School, New York City. getting his way into the mix. So it'll be 4th and 3 now for Team Canada. 2 great stops in a row by this Team USA run defense. Got for number 55, DeAndre Wallace, as well as the guard pulls in. An excellent play by the Team Canada quarterback. Had everybody fooled. I was fooled.
I was too. As the camera operator, I was about ready to zoom in on that stop behind the line.
And a nice first down run for Team Canada. Really sold that fake well. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line for Team Canada. Three receivers, the bottom of the screen. Pass off to the left, it's no good. Defended by Jeremiah McCullough from Mount St. Joseph High School in Baltimore, Maryland. Really good football down in Baltimore. Derek, we were able to see Dunbar High School play a couple times this year.
Yeah, they're an excellent team, and you're right, there is very good football down there. So I'm surprised that I don't recognize any names from the Dunbar area here yet, but still plenty of time.
2nd and 10, and a couple tackles being broken here into the end zone, and this will be a touchdown for Team Canada. Really determined run for Team Canada. Gets them into the end zone to start things off here. So it'll be a 6-0 lead early for Team Canada.
And we'll take another look here, Tom, but it looked like he was stopped fairly close to the line of scrimmage at first contact. Yeah, he was very nearly wrapped up, but greased up his uniform, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, some poor tackling there by Team USA and some determined running leading to that touchdown. And we will see a field goal attempt sail through the upright. So 7-0 is the score early here in game 1 of the Jamboree. About 20 minutes to go here. And not sure if we're going to keep scoring. Team Canada will be on offense for the entirety of this mini game. So we will just keep track of how many points they score. Maybe, you know what? Maybe if they don't score, we subtract a couple points.
Should we invent our own scoring system here?
I don't know. But we will see all of what the U18 USA team defense has to offer. We'll be able to get a look at a lot of the different players here for the U18 team as Canada comes out and spreads it out once again. Back to pass, looking down the left sideline. And an outstanding defensive play.
Should be worth 3 points for
Derek Porter on the coverage for Team USA. Porter 6'1", 170 pounds from Ridge Point High School out of Houston, Texas. You know, Derek, it's becoming increasingly difficult to play in the defensive backfield. A lot of different rule changes making it a lot easier on wide receivers.
Yeah, when you're not allowed to hit, when the threat, an incredible stop in the backfield. But to continue on your point here as we find out who that is real quick.
As Colton Beebe, Piper High School out of Kansas City, Kansas, making the play in the backfield for Team USA.
To continue on that thought, you're right. When the threat of being hit is taken away, that's pretty tough to cope with as a defensive player, as a safety. Because it's your only job is to break up that play and hit and laying down a big hit is part of it, as we see a screen pass developing.
Yeah, 3rd and long, and able to convert is Team Canada once again. So another long conversion for Team Canada after Team USA stopped them in their tracks on the first 2 downs. So backbreaker for the Team USA defense as Team Canada keeps this drive rolling.
But it is in the name of safety, Tom, and you really can't hate on the NFL and leagues trying to limit the concussions and the injuries, and so they're just going to have to figure out a different way to play the game.
And I think USA Football is doing a pretty excellent job of really informing everyone at all levels of how to play the game the way it's supposed to be played, the safest way possible. You've seen a bunch of videos throughout the night regarding the player safety initiative called Heads Up Football, which is supported by the NFL. It's also supported by the Big Ten, the Pac-12, and the Big 12. USA Football working with over 2,800 youth organizations around the country where they will train a player safety coach who then goes and exhibits the methods and the tools learned at these coaching clinics held by USA Football and goes and brings that knowledge to his youth football program. And they just rolled it out amongst high schools now across the country. So what they teach is how to avoid concussions and other injuries by using proper tackling technique, and one of the more important things, proper equipment use. So some of the really important things that are used and stressed by USA Football as part of their Heads Up initiative. You saw the video regarding, or not regarding, but featuring LeVar Arrington, the outstanding linebacker for the Giants, the Redskins, obviously Penn State. And one of the biggest things that he stressed was just playing the game with your eyes open and your head up. It's Team Canada making their way towards the goal line once again. And this will be 1st and goal from about the 2-yard line. So Team Canada will spread it out once again, and they'll give it to the tailback into the end zone. Touchdown, Team Canada. Team Canada back on the board quickly. That is 2 touchdowns. And I know that Team USA is their defense is going to be on the field for the entirety of this mini game, Derek, but unable to get off the field within 4 downs so far.
Yeah, we'll start awarding the defense with 7 points every time they force a turnover. How about that?
7 might be excessive. But we can do
they
something.
also start from the 35-yard line on offense.
That's true.
It's all for fun anyway, and it's a tune-up for the weekend. How about that?
I wonder where the term, and I'm not sure if Matt Ferraro, who's helping us out here, knows where the term jamboree came from. We are.
I was about to give him a mic, but he just shrugged his shoulders and said, "I don't know." So never mind.
The origin of the jamboree. When I think of jamboree, I think of the musical number with the Bears down in Orlando.
Okay.
But Team Canada will go up 14-0. Obviously, Team USA has no chance to score here unless we develop a scoring system of our own. But Team Canada really doing a great job running the football and, more importantly, converting on 3rd and longs. 2 3rd and long opportunities for Team Canada were converted. And Team USA coming out on 1st and 2nd down, really doing a phenomenal job of keeping the run game in check. And then once Team Canada is able to convert on that 3rd and long, it seems like it's a completely different offense and defense out there. Team Canada starts soaring with confidence. So they're going to come out and they're going to spread it out once again. It's going to be a pass. Rolling to his right, finds an open receiver down the sideline to the 15 and out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Wide open into the teeth of that defense. And another 1st down for Team Canada. Derek, at what point when you're playing at a place like Cowboy Stadium, right? It's almost like Yankee Stadium for baseball. At what point do you forget that you're playing in Cowboy Stadium and you just play football?
You know, I think, to be honest, that for them it happens pretty quick because it's a game. It's a game for them, and it's not like the place is packed. Yes, it's imposing, and you see Cowboys written on the, in the end zone. But the game is played the same. You have 4 downs to advance the ball 10 yards, and so I think for these young men who have been so ingrained in their sport for so long that they just almost like a professional, how they anywhere they go, if they're home or away, that they can tune out what's around them and the elements around them that can cause a distraction and just play the game. So I think this is actually a good exercise for them because it gives them an opportunity to play on a huge stage.
I totally agree. And at some point, like you said, the turf is still green. The lines are still white. It's still a football field.
That's
you
right.
Just block out everything. You can just play the game. But I was walking on the field earlier today, and it was a pretty cool feeling.
I think I'm more taken aback by it than any of the guys that are playing on the field are.
Yeah, you're probably right. But you look up in the stands and the capacity to hold over 100,000 people. To think that they had basketball games here. The All-Star game was held here a couple of years ago where they had over 100,000 people watching a basketball game. It's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl was held here next year for the first national championship, outright national championship in the playoff format will be held here at Cowboy Stadium. As this one, an outstanding catch, but it will be incomplete out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, that was another good throw, and just a little bit off the mark, or maybe if his receiver was, maybe Calvin Johnson height, he could have brought that one down. But an excellent throw and catch. Just unfortunate that he couldn't get a foot in.
Seeing some incredible feats of athleticism here out of both teams. Really excited for this weekend's festivities, Derek.
Yeah, and we will go tomorrow to scope it out, and then our broadcast will start Friday. We'll have 3 games for the viewing public, and then on Saturday we'll do the same thing again. 3 games for you guys to see watching.
And then I believe we have coming up in July for USA Football, they have the World Championships, the U19 World Championships. That's actually going to be held in Kuwait in the middle of July. So just a really cool opportunity to not only play and represent your country, but obviously what USA Football is doing is a much greater cause. That's really spreading not the word of football, because everybody knows about American football, but really spreading the popularity and the opportunity to play the game all over the country.
Now, is that game unbelievable? Unbelievable.
Throwing across his body. It looked like the play was over. Came to his left to the USA Football sideline, completely threw 180 degrees across his body.
Yeah, we're going to take another
and
look.
Found a receiver in the end zone. So another touchdown for Team Canada. Team USA unable to get a stop so far.
The blitz was picked up perfectly. Gave him a chance to scramble around, but you're right. This could have been called. Oh my goodness. What a throw.
Yeah, 2 wide open receivers.
What a throw.
And let's say the one in front was a little bit selfish on that play.
Certainly could have let that one go for an easier catch, but
the extra point attempt is converted.
Do the Superman sign? Pulling the shirt open? I don't know if I caught that on a replay, but I'm pretty sure as he was trotting down the sideline to the cadre of fans here, he went ahead and did the Superman deal.
You know what's more remarkable is that's the second time you've said the word cadre today.
I do like the word.
It's all right. Sometimes you get it stuck in your head, and there's just nothing you can do about it. So that'll be the 21st point scored by Team Canada. Team USA still looking for a stop here. We're looking to see some of their playmakers come through here on the defensive side of the ball. We've seen William Nicholson Jr. We've seen some plays out of number 55, DeAndre Wallace. We're also able to see DeAndre Wallace over the summer in the U16 and U17 development games at UMass Dartmouth. Is where we were first introduced to Mr. Wallace. He is a high-energy, high-octane linebacker that really brings an incredible amount of force.
Going for it all again.
And it's down the sideline. It is incomplete. No flag on the play. So well defended on the outside.
Just over 7 minutes remaining in the first segment of 25 minutes.
That was Jordan Franklin, I believe, on the coverage for Team USA. I'm sorry, it was Randy Taylor, the defensive back out of Vicksburg, Mississippi. Kind of a different handoff you saw there, but a great tackle made on the play by number 9, C.J. Hill. And C.J. Hill, the 6'2", 200-pound, listed as safety from Joe Horn High School out of Mesquite, Texas, the nearby town of Mesquite. Got a nice short tackle on that play. It'll bring up 3rd and 4 for Team Canada. So it looked like Team USA ramping up their aggressiveness a little bit. Starting to smack a little bit harder here as we see another excellent tackle. Converging to make a play, Sid Irwin Jr., the 5'11", 215-pound junior out of Centennial High School in Burleson, Texas. That'll bring up a 4th and 2. I love watching some of the videos from the signing day breakfast. All of the kids that were at most of the offensive linemen and most of the defensive players as well talked about how they had an incredible mean streak as part of their game. And that's something that coaches really look for. They want them to be classy, good people off the field, but at the same time, when you get in between those lines, nobody wants to be friends with them.
No, not at all, as we see a decent field goal attempt.
Oh, yeah, we're going to
stutter step by the kicker, but
44-yarder, and this is good for Team Canada. So that'll be their 24th. I'm sorry, yeah, it's their 24th point, not 27th. So Team Canada, 24 points here against
100.
the U18 Team USA defense.
Who has 100 points?
Just tallying up the stops. But that is the first, I believe that's the first drive that didn't end in a touchdown for Team Canada. So that was a really good series out of Team USA, really physical series there too.
Yeah, they came out with just I don't know if it was a different attitude or just lined up a little bit different. The defense had a little bit different look, but they were able to make some, and also good tackling.
And here is some electricity out of Team Canada, reversing fields and getting the first down with a big block at the end of the play to boot.
To the delight of some people.
Yeah, well, that is what sheer athleticism can do for you.
Take another look at this reversal here. That looked like it was blown up at the beginning, but it's what some speed will do for you. Yeah, it's looked dead here, but.
And he had blockers the other way, so if you are fast enough to do that, that is a decent strategy to take, especially when you can set up your blockers almost like a wall on a punt return. Team Canada will send a receiver in motion and then just line him up back off and on the line of scrimmage, and they get that figured out. Back to pass across the middle. And into the end zone easily. Team Canada in for another touchdown. It's about 3 minutes to go here. If nothing else, the U18 Team USA defense can learn a heck of a lot from this event here tonight, as they're getting some great experience against an offense with a lot of different weapons.
Yeah, they'll get to see a number of different looks and strengths, although this Canada team looks like they have, you know, the run figured out and the pass figured out, so they've been able to strike from every aspect of the game.
And the one series where Team USA was able to hold Team Canada to a field goal is when they just, quite frankly, hit the hardest.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but just that physicality, that aggressiveness is what was able to stop Team Canada on the one drive where they didn't score a touchdown. But they'll get together, they'll look at this, they'll look over it.
Take a few minutes in between segments and come back and do it again.
All right. Tell you what, if you love playing defense, though, this is the way to do it.
This is the event for you.
And another nice fake on the read option.
They've been able to, Team Canada, that is, has been able to really make good use of the play action.
Yeah, I think it really looks like a team that's been playing together for a really long time.
Exactly. They know when to call it, and not only that, but it seems like the communication is there, and everyone knows where to be and when.
I'm marching down the field with relative ease once again is Team Canada. Under a minute to play here in the first session of our final leg of the USA Football Jamboree here live from AT&T Stadium. Back to pass complete on the sideline. That'll be a gain of about 4. And another cool part about this weekend, Derek, is for the U19 players signing that letter of intent, getting all of that stress. They commit early. They know where they're going early. They get into the school. But just the day of the signing of their letter of intent, that absolutely seals the deal, and they know exactly where they're going to school next year. The pressure is off. The weight has been lifted from their shoulders. They can just focus on having some fun, learning some stuff, having a great time with their peers that are at equal or equal playing level, learning from them, learning from some of the great coaches that have been helping out with USA Football, and just really enjoying this week down in Texas.
Yeah, and for their families too. It must have been, I saw a number of parents and grandparents who were incredibly proud, and they were gleaming on the out in the banquet hall that was set up. And yeah, for the players, it must have been an excellent feeling knowing exactly what they're doing. Tom, it reminds me of the day I got my letter in the mail. It said I was waitlisted somewhere. I ended up getting in, but barely.
The old waitlist letter. A little bit different than the letter of intent to go play at LSU.
Very thin envelope.
Well, that's something that these U18 players here that have been part of the national team program for a long time here for USA Football. That's something that they have to look forward to next year. I believe a lot of them attended that breakfast this year. That's something for them to strive for as we head into the break of our final session of the USA Football Jamboree. We're going to be back right after these messages. Don't go anywhere.
At USA Football, creating a better, safer game is our #1 priority. The second annual Protection Tour, part of USA Football's Heads Up Football initiative, is a series of free, one-day events for players and parents that delivers expert-driven health and safety education, focused on teaching proper tackling fundamentals, equipment fitting, and concussion awareness.
We need to go out here, start this thing from the bottom level, teach these young athletes, these 6, 7, 8, 9s, how to tackle properly so they can grow up playing the game the right way.
Supported by corporate partners Riddell and AIG, the 2013 Protection Tour impacted more than 2,300 youth football players and parents in 5 NFL markets throughout July and August. Events were hosted by the San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, and New York Giants. At each Protection Tour stop, players were introduced to the 5-step heads-up football tackling technique and participated in various football tackling drills, while parents learned about concussion awareness and proper helmet fitting. Each player was measured and sized for a helmet by a Riddell equipment expert to show parents the proper helmet size and fit. Protection Tour stops also included interaction with current and former NFL players.
The concept of team, working with others and working collectively towards one goal. I think those are life skills, not just football skills. And I really think that football teaches you more about those skills than any other sport that there is for kids to play today.
7-time Pro Bowl receiver Larry Fitzgerald of the Arizona Cardinals served as the Protection Tour's national spokesperson and conducted a media tour in New York City, appearing on numerous national television and radio shows to promote the events.
There's free tours all around the country at many NFL sites that are teaching proper fittings for helmets and shoulder pads, concussion education, and also proper tackling techniques, which is so important at the youth level.
The Protection Tour teaches young athletes the proper way to tackle and engages parents in the learning process. An educated and engaged youth football parent makes for a better, safer game. NFL Flag, powered by USA Football, is an exciting way to get into the game. NFL Flag is fun and fast-paced, emphasizing football, fitness, fundamentals, teamwork, and sportsmanship. Leagues are easy to start and open to both boys and girls ages 5 to 17. All NFL Flag players receive a USA Football membership as well as an official NFL team jersey, flag set, and insurance, an incredible value. Coaches receive a USA Football membership and insurance as well. So sign up now to become a better player and have fun with NFL Flag.
If I could give a linebacker or a linebacker coach tips that I believe would be impactful to their development, the first thing would be your eyes. What your eyes see is what your body will do. Your body will follow where your eyes are. So you have to make sure that your eyes are in the proper places. You teach the focal points of where that player's eyes should be. All right? So when you see your work, you can get your work done. If you don't see your work, you can't get your work done. So you train the eyes. I want to see, is that guard pulling? Is that guard heavy on his hands? Is he light on his hands? What's the quarterback doing? What's the depth of the running back? What's the splits of the receivers? I need to see all these things and analyze. The linebacker is the most important position on the field. As a linebacker, I'm biased, but I'm telling you, that's the most important position. Why? Because we have to be the guy that understands what that quarterback is doing. We have to be the guy that has enough athletic ability to do what that defensive lineman does. Oh yeah, and what the secondary guys do. We have to be able to be strong enough to deal with offensive linemen, but yet fast enough to be able to run with running backs and receivers. So if I'm teaching a linebacker what he needs to do, you have to get your eyes right. And then secondly, you have to have an intensity about you to be able to do the work that nobody else on that field is going to do, which is be able to make that contact, be able to make tackles, to be able to cover in the passing game. You have to be a well-rounded machine out there on that field.
And welcome back. We are about 4 minutes away from the last leg of the USA Football Jamboree. We are looking at the U18 USA football team. We've been seeing their defense their defense here on Field 1. On Field 2, their offense has been playing under the likes of Luke Lancaster, one of the standout quarterbacks here for Team USA, Tucker Byrne as well. And so far, Team USA has it's been kind of a learning process for them so far in this evening's minigame. Had a good showing from the U17 squad as they won the first minigame, and from the U15 squad won both minigames for Team USA. So we will be seeing these teams play once again on Saturday, I believe, for the nightcap. It will be the U18 International Bowl between the U.S. and Canada. That will take place at 7 o'clock p.m. at University of Texas at Arlington. And we want to take a look at some of the development. We want to look at some of the development camps, the regional development camps here for USA Football. And they take place, I believe, in a couple of weeks. February 15th and 16th, they'll be here in Dallas, Texas. Then it'll be about 3 hours away in Austin, Texas, February 22nd to the 23rd. On that same 2 days in Kissimmee, Florida, there will be a development camp held there. March 15th and 16th in the Bay Area in California. 22nd to 23rd in San Diego, California. And the 29th through the 30th in Los Angeles, California. So if you're a USA Football employee and you are just doing the whole development tour, you might as well just stay in California from March 15th to March 30th. I don't know why not. April 5th and 6th in Jersey City, New Jersey, and also in Washington, D.C. And then we'll take a look at the final development camps from April throughout May, the 12th and the 13th of April in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Chicago, Illinois, the 26th and 27th in Atlanta, Georgia, and Houston, Texas. May 10th and 11th, Kansas City, Missouri, and Boston, Massachusetts. May 24th and 25th in Seattle, Washington, and Denver, Colorado. So the USA Football team will take individuals from these regional camps and put them on development teams, and from those development teams it will make the national teams, which will be competing in the International Bowl competition, sometimes even in the World competition here for USA Football. So you can go to usafootball.com/trials-registration to sign up for these development camps. So do so today. Spots are filling up quickly, and you can go online. You can do it pretty easily, but make sure to do so as soon as you possibly can, and hopefully one day you put your child or you put yourself through the USA Football program. You see them one day in our signing day breakfast, signing a letter of intent to go play at one of the top-notch institutions here in the United States, like we saw this morning. Some of the most notable USA Football alumni: Jameis Winston, Florida State University, had a pretty decent year this year. I think he was just okay. Bryce Petty played at Baylor University, had an outstanding season. Kevin Hogan and Ty Montgomery from Stanford. Todd Gurley from the University of Georgia, standout running back. Stephon Tuitt and Tareen Folston from the University of Notre Dame. And Jackson Shipley, the receiver for the University of Texas. Some USA Football alumni to go on and play in the NFL include David Wilson of the New York Giants, Aaron Dobson of the New England Patriots, Brian Winters, the offensive lineman for the New York Jets, and Tyrann Mathieu, defensive back for the Arizona Cardinals. So a really neat and prestigious fraternity to be a part of when you join USA Football. And as we see the defense take the field one more time, we will only be doing 10 minutes here as part of our minigame. So we'll get the clock going. As the first play will go incomplete, and it'll be 2nd and 10 for Team Canada. So there is no blitzing in the Jamboree, which certainly makes it a little bit more difficult for the Team USA defense here. And they're basically just running a 4-3. 2 safeties. Cornerbacks playing pretty soft coverage. This Team Canada is able to bounce this to the outside. And brought down after a gain of about 10 yards. And coming all the way over to make the play for Team USA. That's number 9, C.J. Hill. J. Hill's been all over the place today. Corey Giordano in at linebacker from Rye, New York. Attended Fordham Prep. This one goes up the middle, and just a phenomenal play in the backfield. Had his big number 99, Mason Reedham, from Arlington Seguin High School, right here in Arlington, Virginia. Or I'm sorry, Arlington, Texas.
It's a good stop by the defense and much needed, too, as we saw Canada pretty much move the ball at will here. It's nice to see the defense come out and hold the line very strong.
Yeah, with the read option, it seems like the defensive ends are starting to get the hang of it right now and starting to get the technique down of who they should go after and how they should go after them and who they should be keying. That's something that the Team USA defense needs to put together before Saturday's game. Pass all the way into the end zone. This will be complete for a touchdown. Team Canada on the board once again. So Team Canada will attempt an extra point after the 30-yard pass. Like a 25-yard pass for a touchdown. To the corner of the end zone. Most of the touchdown passes we've seen so far have been similar trajectory on the ball, letting their receivers run under it. Kind of putting it up there in a position where only the receivers can make a play as the extra point goes through.
Yeah, it's a pretty looking ball. But you're right. He's able to place it very precisely and accurately as well.
Other player to watch out for is Donald Wilhite, the linebacker. 6 foot, 220 pounds, out of Austin Crockett Sr., Austin, Texas. He will be playing football next year. He is a senior. He wants to be a coach when he graduates from college. It's pretty cool to have that figured out before you go into college, knowing that that's something that you want to do. So I think this is a great week for him to learn kind of the ins and outs of coaching and get better as a leader.
Definitely. I mean, this is a great place where you will find the highest caliber of football player in the country, and what a way to learn from all of those around you. Just surrounding yourself with talent and ability and skill and smarts.
Yeah, and Wilhite and Colton Beebe, who just made the play on that made the tackle on that last play, can certainly learn from each other. Colton Beebe is an absolute monster. 6'3", 245, the linebacker position. Don't really want to get hit by him, as he just destroys the fullback coming to try to block him. Oh. Not before another first down by Team Canada. And at corner for Team USA, number 22, Jordan Franklin from Blythewood High School, Columbia, South Carolina. And they thought about testing him. And now the quarterback is just going to tuck it and try to run for it. And coming from behind to take him down is Colton Beebe once again. Oh, Beebe with some decent speed to go along with his tremendous size, tracking down the Team Canada quarterback and bringing him down. So it'll be 2nd and about 11 here for Team Canada, as Beebe was able to track down the Team Canada quarterback. And a quick little bubble screen. Some room to run on the outside. And Beebe will be in on this tackle once again. So helping out on the play, number 24, DJ Johnson, the defensive back out of St. Pius X, Humboldt, Texas. I believe DJ is headed to Southwestern University. Play next year. Dive up the middle, but there he is again, Colton Beebe. Man, that's just a lot of man taking you down to the ground. Can we see that again, Derek, if we can pull that up?
Let's pull this up, because he goes in fairly directly.
A direct path to the ball carrier and then immediately to the ground. Check this out. They have him almost playing like a 3-4 linebacker type position here. Just sheds his blocker, and see you later. Man, that's got to hurt. Colton Beebe all over the field here in this drive for Team USA. Back to throw. It's a screen, and it's set up nicely. And this will be an easy path into the end zone for Team Canada once again. So well-executed screenplay. Getting some numbers out in the open space, but still can't take away from that series that Colton Beebe had, running all over the field. Sideline to sideline, making plays at the line of scrimmage, shedding blockers. That's just basically everything you need out of a linebacker you just saw in that series.
Yep, and he's going to hopefully take that same intensity and drive into Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, and hopefully into practice as the week goes on. Some of his teammates can build off of that energy as well. We talked about Donald Wilhite a little bit earlier. He is headed to Culver Stockton College. Michael Legan also on the offensive side on field 2 is headed to University of Texas at San Antonio. Legan, Johnson, and Wilhite, all seniors, committed to play football next year. All have been part of the USA Football program for a few years now. Team Canada back to pass. Got time. Got a receiver open. Caught. Touchdown.
Just pretty incredible display.
A nice route on the outside here by Team Canada. We're going to take a look at where the coverage may have went wrong here for Team USA. 3 receivers to the outside.
He got turned around.
Yeah.
And it's a great ball too.
Yeah. Spun around the defensive back and into the end zone. So that will do it here for the Jamboree, as Team USA and Team Canada battled it out here for upwards of 4 hours here at AT&T Stadium. And that'll do it here for the USA Football Jamboree. We want to thank everybody here at AT&T Stadium that's been so helpful, so accommodating. I want to thank Derek Raymond, our color commentator, and our camera operator for today's game, and Matt Ferrara, our spotter here in the booth. For everybody here at AT&T Stadium and at USA Football, I'm Tom Monfiletto. Join us Friday for the International Bowl game starting at 1 p.m. and again on Saturday. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great evening, everyone.